Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, hold on. Let me give you Mikey. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Man, we about to cook tonight, yo. We about to cook. Right? Man, oh man. This is gonna be a great discussion. Shouts out to everybody in there that's been rocking out this whole time. Shout out to everybody that is just now finding the platform. Hopefully, we can keep you guys entertained while giving y'all some great information at the same time. You dig? Yo, let's go ahead and see who's in the building. We got Kobe Tier in here early. We got Mama Bear Doll in here early. What's going on, Mama Bear? We got W Meir in here early. What's going on, homie? We got Taylor West in here early. What's going on, Taylor? We got Darshan in the house. What's going on, Darshan? We got Mr. Wayne in the building. What's going on, Mr. Wayne? Bruce Wayne. Right. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get to this rigmarole early because I'm trying to cook, yo. I'm trying to cook. I'm trying to get right to the bullshit. And we're gonna have this conversation. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, sharing the content out, hitting that subscribe as well as that notification bell, please, so that you know when I'm going live. I'm about to drop something. We over here have been the creators, the originators, the engine, whatever you want to call it, for the hashtag sale ZSJL and Sale Snyderverse to Netflix movement. We've been trying to get that conclusion to Zack Snyder's DC arc over on the Netflix platform, and have been doing a tremendous job of gaining momentum, making noise, getting answers from people, having people rock out with us. It's just crazy, right? But yeah, that's us, right? We are ZSSM, Zack Snyder's Sale Movement. The rules of engagement that we ask you guys to kind of follow if you want to kind of rock out with us, right, is just be positive, don't mix the hashtags, and don't mention anybody over at WBD or tag them. We're trying to have our conversation specifically with Netflix and have been getting these tremendous results by doing just that. So yeah, if you want to rock out, just follow the ROEs and we'll all be good. ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and X are also platforms that you guys should be following. And if you would like to sponsor a stream, whenever you guys give super chats, they are tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom of the screen during one of the discussion streams, like the homie CY98 does on this video. Right? So let me get caught back up with the chat, and then we about to get started with this stream. You dig? What's up, Future Tron? Right. What's up, Anatoly? Much love, all you guys. Thank y'all for rocking out and being here. And hopefully y'all been enjoying the content, right? Because we trying to go live over here every day, Monday through Friday at least, or Monday through Saturday. Right. But yeah, we'll see. Y'all been rocking out, and we'll just try to keep these conversations going, right? So we are on the precipice of a huge week next month, and it's going to be a box office brawl to end all box office brawls, right? We got Jurassic World, Rebirth, Superman, and Fantastic Four First Steps all coming out within a few weeks of one another. And yo, I really want to talk about this situation because this has kind of taken the entertainment world by storm. This is all that everybody's been talking about for quite some time. When it comes to these theaters and their box office projections, this weekend, or this month rather, has been like super big in terms of like trying to see how things were going to play out when it comes to not only just all three of these franchises, but more specifically the Superman movie, because I think that that's the one that's going to be most affected by the outcome of this weekend. That is the one that has the most on the line. 100%. Jurassic World is $1 billion franchise, multi-billion dollar, right? I mean, not even counting Jurassic Park. Let's throw Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3 just out of the fucking conversation, right? Jurassic World is a billion-dollar franchise, multi-billion-dollar franchise. So yeah, we're gonna see how this is gonna play out, right? And with Fantastic Four First Steps, I think that with that being in the MCU, and yeah, it has a lot on its shoulders, but I don't think it has as much as the Superman film does. And yeah, this is crazy, right? We got the homie popping up in here early. We got Apex Leon. You dig what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Yo, feeling good tonight. About to cook on some great topics. Had to join you, you know what I'm saying? See what's good. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, I'm chilling, bro. We were actually just kind of talking about this earlier, how I felt it was almost divine providence, right? Because I was gonna do this stream last night, but then the whole Zaslav thing happened, and then I was like, nah, we're gonna cook on this. And then today we get Fantastic Four ticket news. So it's just crazy how things work out, right, bro?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, it's crazy. Like, are you saying something happened with Zaslav? Did they tell him something? What'd they tell him?
Oh, hold on. I actually got some footage of what they said. Zaslav told everybody that he was gonna get a raise, and then this is what the shareholder said to him.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Bro, that shit is hilarious.
Hey, I'm glad that somebody found it funny, because y'all wasn't really commenting on it, and I was like, is it just me that finds this funny? But this shit is hilarious to me, though.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
With the music. No, you're not. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh my god, crazy, bro. But yeah, that fucking Zaslav news dropped, and we had to kind of make an audible. But yeah, we got this news today, and it just seems like it was all in the grand scheme of things what needed to happen, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to the chat. I see y'all showing love. Appreciate y'all.
Much love, Bad Dan. Thanks for coming through. For real.
Darshan, Mama Bear, W. Mir, Anatoly. Shout out to y'all. Bad Dan.
Yeah, bro. Crazy. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into this conversation. Let's go ahead and start it off with Jurassic World, right? As I was saying before, even if you take out the Jurassic Park movies, Jurassic World has been a multi-billion-dollar franchise, right? So I think that
crazy
with this being the one that's going to kind of kick it off, this is going to be the one that's least affected by these other two films. I mean, wouldn't you say the same thing?
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. You know, it's funny that you say you take out the original franchise, right? Jurassic Park, and it's true though. You could take those three movies out. It's 3 or 4. It's 3, right? Yeah, it's Jurassic.
Yeah, it was 3. Yeah. It was 3 of them. Yeah.
Take
this is the fourth one. This is the fourth one.
Right. Oh, the fourth one in the World Series, right?
Yes. This is the fourth one.
That's crazy.
Because it was Jurassic, it was a Fallen Kingdom, and then it was the other one along with it.
Dominion, right?
Yeah, yep.
It was Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and this is Rebirth.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. And all those made $1 billion. We're gonna see what this one does, right?
What's going on, Josh?
So it's like, yeah, good point, man. You take out the first 3 Jurassic Park films, and it's still $1 billion freaking franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has the least thing. This is the least franchise to be concerned about, you know?
Yo, people, I think that they're gonna show up for this, man. People love dinosaur movies, bro. Dinosaurs, and look, Mama Bear just said it. She said dinosaurs eating people, and you can't go wrong. Ask ScarJo, easy money. But also they got Mahershala Ali in there, man.
Yep.
and this shit looks
Yep.
dope. Like, and they're doing something that I've kind of felt that they should have done a long time ago, which is they're finally getting into like mutant dinosaurs, right? Like, there's no reason why we couldn't have been getting this before, right? Like, just full on mutant dinosaurs. I think that this is gonna bring a lot to this franchise, and it's gonna make the shit scary again. I think, right?
Yeah, it kind of already is. Like I think I said this. I don't know if I said it on your stream or whatever, but I know I've said this before, which is that the monster that they keep showing looks crazy, and that's kind of what sold me to this one. I was like, "What the?" It reminds me of it kind of reminded me of that movie, one of my favorite horror films, The Descent. Like that dark shot in the cave sort of look. If they got stuff like that going on, oh my goodness. And yeah, like she said, add Scar Joe, and like you said, add Mahershala. You know, I said this before too. I was talking to you about this. We love seeing people get chased by dinosaurs and getting eaten, man. Like, we love it.
Yeah.
We've been loving it to the tune of $1 billion for the past 3. So, yeah, it's almost a foregone conclusion with this film.
Yeah. What up with the homie Austin saying?
Shout out to the good Austin
with the $10 super chat with the homie saying, just to get it started, we don't say it enough, but support if you can, if you loving this entertainment. It may be free, but shit ain't free. Much love, my roadies. Going and do your thing. Hashtag syndicate. Much love to the homie Austin. Cracking up, bro.
Shout out to good Austin, yo. Appreciate you.
Right. You know what? I'm actually gonna give you 2 drops. We're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna back it up with something else, because I might start making this like a regular drop, just because I want this video more in the zeitgeist, bro. Like, I have to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I want this video more in the zeitgeist, bro. People should know about this, right?
Why?
I mean, I think so. No, not that one.
Oh,
the one from last night.
Okay. No, I was asking why, but also implying why.
Right? No. I'm talking about this one.
All right.
Right.
It's going great. I've been looking all over for you. The people that Red Roof Inn told me you were over here. So, listen. Here's the thing. I have been really, really happy since I moved to Hollywood, because I did the niftiest, neatest, coolest thing. I totally sold my soul to Satan. I had to kill a young child to do it, but it's awesome because ever since I've done it, I've been totally rich. I made Scooby-Doo. I've got 2 more movies going into production in April. What's one kid when it, comes to all my talent that I have to share with the world? People say bad things about the Dark Lord. I think he is a sweet and swell guy. So anyway, I just got a new deal with Disney to create a movie called Phlegm Wallaby, about a jive-talking, rapping wallaby made of phlegm. Everyone I tell it to laughs so hard at everything I say. In fact, when I talk, people are pretty much laughing all the time ever since I sold my soul to Satan. And anyway, praise Satan.
Bro. In hindsight, dog, that video is wild, bro. Bro, in hindsight, bro,
yikes.
That video is wild. Is it not?
Yikes.
Anyway, and here you go, just like a palate cleanser.
What are they doing here?
They're selling, Mortimer.
Well, that's ridiculous. Unless that crop report...
God help us!
I told you we shouldn't have committed everything, you asshole!
I've got to get Wilson and tell him to sell!
Wilson, where are you going?
Oh, you idiot! Get back in there at once and sell!
But
Yeah. Oh my God. I actually love doing this, man. This shit is so fun. we got Josh Herrera saying my San Diego Comic-Con group is doing Jurassic Park cosplay as Comic-Con. You want to know where we're not dressing a pass? I'll give you one guess. Bro, it's crazy that you got people doing Jurassic Park cosplay over Superman, dog. And we got a Superman movie coming out. Right?
Yeah, crazy, man. It just shows somebody's in the zeitgeist and somebody ain't, you know what I mean?
All right. Mama Bear says they've been doing hybrid dinos for this trilogy. Yeah, they haven't gone as far as I would have liked them to. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like just full on abominations. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you, because like it's one thing to have like hybrids or whatever, and then you're like, oh snap, it's a super dinosaur, but like to have like a mutant, like almost looks like the xenomorph type John, like,
you know what I mean? It's like, hey, fuck it, right? We're so far down the line, like we're 7 movies in now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
You know, hey,
might as well.
He said, "Who the fuck says jive talking in earnest?" What's going on, Necron? How you doing, bro? He said, and this is the guy who's supposed to be on a mission from God. All right. Oh my God.
Crazy, man.
What's going on, South Cali? All right. And then Frank C says, keep in mind, Gunn said that before his big break. Not a coincidence. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, hey, man, like in hindsight, that video is kind of crazy.
Like insane, right?
Like insane.
It's got all the hallmarks of like,
hey, I just signed this deal with Disney. Like, did you?
Right.
Is that what happened? Crazy.
Wow, bro.
You know.
It's like, oh, so that's how you failed upward.
Right.
Fascinating.
You see this all the time. Right. Yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna be there. You did. Yeah, we love kaiju shit. You know what I'm saying? Dinosaurs, all that, bro. But yeah, back to Jurassic World. I really do think that this is gonna be the one that is least affected by these other 2 movies. I think it looks dope. When you look at the director, I mean, he's goated. He did The Creator, Rogue One, which was a lot of people's favorite of the
Disney
Star Wars movies. Yeah.
Yep.
Which, once again, weirdly, I didn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Bro, it's so funny. People be like, so yeah. I thought it was a cool movie. I just thought it was saved by the end, bro.
The Darth Vader joint.
Yeah, that Darth Vader scene was so fucking peak. And it's just like, man. I really was kind of, I don't know. But yeah, that movie aside, right? He did Godzilla, the first one, which was a super dope movie. And he's been and I mentioned The Creator, right? Which I saw, and I really enjoyed that movie too.
Yep. That's the one with John David Washington, right?
Yes,
I thought it was a good movie.
Yes, and it was done on like a super low budget too, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of like your box office, you know, blockbusters. Yeah, because I think he shot it on like an iPhone or something. Wasn't it The Creator? Is that what shot on an iPhone?
Oh, I'll look it up.
Right. Let's see. The Creator. Right. Yeah. Oh, well, no, it was on a Sony FX3, which you can literally buy at Best Buy.
Well, that's crazy. Right? Yeah, Sony FX3. Yep. Crazy.
Which you can literally buy at Best Buy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. And that was a dope movie. I thought it did a few new things, right? Which is also something that is at a premium in today's Hollywood. Wouldn't you say, Leon?
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. I was reading the comments about
He said, "Can you imagine Zach ever saying that?" He said, "What was James doing at the Red Roof Inn though? Last time I was gonna stay there, we left before we brought our stuff in, our stuff in because the walls had bed bugs."
He said the walls had bed, but that's hilarious.
Bruh, I ain't even noticed he was at the Red Roof Inn, dog.
In that clip?
Yeah. Hold up. I'm about to play it again.
I was about to say, you about to play it again.
Yeah.
It's going great. I've been looking all over for you. The people at the Red Roof Inn told me you were over here. So, listen, here's the thing.
Oh, the people at the Red Roof Inn told him that he was over there.
Oh,
that's what he
funny.
said.
That's funny. Like, I get it. He's trying to be funny. Ha, ha, ha. But, yo, why is his humor always surround doing something to it? Never mind.
Right? Crazy, bro. All right. It says families can't even afford to see 2 superhero blockbusters in a 3 to 4 week interval. And with Fantastic Four ticks crashing websites, it's looking like Superman will pray to be capped for, or at least Thunderbolts. Man. I think that this film's in trouble. You want to go ahead and kind of answer that comment, bro? I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking about that earlier and talking about that a bit earlier. You know, it's not it wouldn't be surprising if Superman was like, let's say out of the 3 blockbusters coming out, if Superman was the one that suffered. First of all, DC as a brand has been plummeting. That's like first and foremost. And that's before we get to the details of who's directing it, who's behind the camera, who's writing, blah, blah, blah. Just DC as a brand has been tanking. That's number 1. Number 2, Jurassic World sitting at that sweet spot, man. It's at the beginning of the month. And like we already said earlier, Jurassic World is $1 billion franchise before you even include the franchise that started the franchise, which is Jurassic Park. Then you get to Fantastic Four. Marvel has been shaky, at best lately, right? But even their worst movies didn't do that damn bad. In terms of like the ones with big brand marketing behind it, big IP name, Spider-Man does well, etc. Thunderbolts is Thunderbolts. Don't nobody know who the hell Thunderbolts are. I'm surprised it made the money that it did. Captain America is a whole other thing, but it had some controversy because of the whole, conversation about race and culture. But Fantastic Four has always been looked at as, man, Marvel's finally going to do it right. And from what I'm seeing no indication that the audience, at least on social media, are out here saying that there's anything wrong with this movie. Fantastic Four looks like, by and large, there's a swath of fans who are still drumming that same beat. They're saying, we want to see Fantastic Four done right. And so far, I've only seen that sort of conversation. I've only seen hype. I have rarely, if at all, seen anybody say anything bad about this movie yet. You know what I'm saying? Even before I finish, even before when they had criticisms about the female Silver Surfer, right? That's gone away. I haven't really seen anybody complain about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bruh, I have to tell y'all what just happened. So my phone starts ringing. It's Stino, right? I'm thinking that he about to tell me that he about to pull up. Because, I had told him, like, bro, you can always pop in when I'm live. Like, I ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking it's at least something important, bro. I pick up the phone. He says, so if you're putting together a 5 of fictional basketball players, he said, tell me. And I just cut him off. I said, bro, I'm live right now.
That's he in the chat right now.
He was funny. Yo, tell them what just happened, bro. I was like, bro, nah, I'm for sure gonna tell them what just happened. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? I was fucking dying. He said fictional basketball players, and then I cut him off. He was gonna say Shaq and Penny not included because they were in blue chips, I guess, right? I'm like, bro.
Oh, that's funny, bro. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
That is hilarious, bro. That is
Can we
hilarious.
include MJ since he's fictional too? Since he was in Space Jam.
No.
What about LeBron? He's
No,
fictional too. He was in Space Jam.
No.
So we got to go no like real life actual
Yeah.
basketball players.
Yeah.
That's funny because if that's the case, then I'm going MJ, LeBron.
Nah,
Penny,
I'm definitely
Shaq,
going, bro. I'm definitely
Barkley.
going fucking. I'm definitely going Shep from fucking Above the Rim, right? We got Shep in there. I'll probably take Dwayne Martin too, right?
What about Shuttersworth?
No, NBA players don't count, right?
Oh, just no. Okay, all right.
yeah.
So no
I
NBA
probably-
players,
yeah.
even if they're acting as other characters.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going Bugs Bunny, bro.
Nah, bro, you can't go Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, why not? We're
Because
winning.
that don't count, bro.
Bro, there's too many rules to this. You know, we gotta do another stream on this.
All right, cool.
There's
cool,
too many
cool.
rules. Cause I'm like, yo, I'm ready to cook.
He said the
I'm ready to cook, bro.
Right? He said, I've been to the Red Roof Inn. La Quinta is much nicer.
If you know,
Hey,
you know.
if you know, you know. I was about to say that, bro. I was just about to
right?
say that, bro.
Hey,
Right.
Lakeitha got them views. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He said, I was blowing up my Comic-Con group chat with all the Fantastic Four ticket announcements and popcorn buckets, and there's crickets for Super Arrow. Bruh, why does that shit come out after Fantastic Four and the tickets ain't on sale yet?
You mean before?
Wait. Oh, no. Yes. It comes out before Fantastic Four. And the tickets ain't on sale. Telling you, man.
Crazy.
Telling you, man. He said Stino on some sit down type shit, right? He said get Stino on. Nah, I told him to come on, but he can't. You know what I mean? But he will be back. Right? He said, and fucking Tyler from Sixth Man. Yeah, yo, we gotta have this conversation, bro. Right? Because I might even take old boy from Sixth Man. The one that played for what was it, Georgetown, that Flex Washington played. You know what I mean?
Oh
yeah.
Okay. When you said Flex, all right. Okay.
He was nasty in that movie, bro. Facts. Hey, see, look.
Now
man.
I see where y'all heads at. All right, cool.
Yes,
okay.
yes,
we'll,
bro.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yes,
yeah.
bro.
Okay,
Yes,
I got you.
yes.
That's a fun topic. It'll be a fun
Right.
topic. That's funny.
Facts. You said marketing for Superman has been on the fritz. Not surprised. He said no, legit. La Quinta got bigger rooms. Red Roof is a place to spend a night and bounce the next day. Bruh, Red Roof is like a motel, bro. Like that's like a spot you go to for like a couple hours and it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh man. Fantastic Four comes out San Diego Comic-Con weekend too. So did Deadpool and Wolverine last year. Look how massive that was. Right? Teen Wolf.
Yep.
That was another Hooper. All right.
That
counts.
That's funny.
Right?
Yeah.
That counts. I mean,
yep.
He said, Syndicate Sports Channel launching soon. He said, I took over the stream from the chat. Right? Bro, he said, Red Roof is a spot you do a bump.
Yo,
he said you do a bump and dip, bro. I'm dead,
you don't even
bro.
say, damn.
I'm dead.
That's
bro.
crazy.
I'm dead, bro.
That's crazy. That's hilarious. He said do a bump and dip, bro. You don't even, you just check out. That's crazy. Or you pass the key off to somebody else, like, yo.
Yeah, bro. You just pass that motherfucker off. Hey, man, I got like 45 minutes left. You know what I mean? You can
like,
go ahead.
Yo, I forgot, man. Like, I got this room. I gotta check out you know, in the morning.
They
Shit,
be
I'm
renting
like,
that
yo,
shit
you
by the
wanna
hour, bro.
go through real quick?
Red Roof be renting that bitch out by the hour.
Not about an hour. Damn.
Max, bro. Come on, man. He said the red rum in.
Let me-
I'm dead, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man. He said Jimmy Brooks the first 3 seasons of Degrassi had a jumper, bro. No. But I'll take like Stefan Urkel, right? As a hooper. He was nasty. Right? Yeah.
Oh, he said Stefan Urkel. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm reading this from Josh. You had already put it up, but it got me to thinking like that's real, man. If Fantastic Four, if it takes over SDCC, it's over, bro.
SDCC is a wrap. Like what, bro? I've been telling, because look, we're gonna get to Fantastic Four in 1 second, but yeah, I'll go more in depth.
Oh yeah, Jurassic World for sure.
Yeah. But look, this shit probably gonna make $1 billion, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would guess this is gonna be the biggest movie. No, my guess, strangely, for some reason, I think that this will be the second biggest, but this is the obvious favorite to win this entire month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember you saying that too to me earlier, man, and I was kind of surprised. I'm like, you're giving a lot of weight to you know, Fantastic Four, but I get it. Here's the thing. My thoughts are this: if we got that dude, what?
That dude that fried Will Smith on that Fresh Prince episode.
If Jurassic World, whatever they get, y'all better hope, people that are praying for Superman to cook, y'all better hope Jurassic World hits somewhere around $1 billion. Because if it hits less than that, then Superman ain't gonna do. Superman's not gonna do so hot.
I agree.
You dig what I'm saying? Jurassic World is, as you like to say, the canary in the coal mine, right? That shit is the bar.
Yeah,
that's the temperature check. If Jurassic World does not hit $1 billion, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that shit's gonna
for damn near anything coming after it, because it's gonna show what's going on in the, how many are people hungry to go to the theaters, right? They go see Jurassic World. You got a chance now that people are hungry to watch movies. It's either one or two things that are gonna happen. They're gonna blow it all on Jurassic World, or they're going to get hype from Jurassic World and want to continue to watch the other films, right? But if that being said, if Jurassic World does, let's say 600 mil, right? If it slowly creeps to 600, 700 mil, that's not a good sign for anything coming after it. Like, real talk. And I'm not even saying it's going to necessarily hurt Fantastic Four.
No, but it definitely is like a temperature check. 100%.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, those are my thoughts. I don't know. I just thinking about how families do. I actually heard Katie say this. Shout out to HMDS, and she has a great point. Because it's a behavioral thing. Bro. Oh, for sure. Because it's like a behavioral thing for me, man. And when she was saying this, I was like, no, that's real. Families don't be doing all that going to every damn movie thing. They pick a couple of movies and they budget out and they hit them, they rest, and then they hit them. What you think gonna be the rest movie?
Right, like one in the middle, and
right,
and I'm gonna get into that later as well too. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got a good point on that. I know
got a
you
whole
do.
Topic, bro. Yep, I got a whole topic, and we're gonna talk about
those are my thoughts on Jurassic World. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
Right. Yeah, man. I think that this shit's gonna be a smash hit. But I do think that people are, the amount of people that are gonna go see all three of these movies is very slim. Very slim. At the most, you got 2. You know what I'm saying? And like in most cases, it might even be 1. So I think that in a lot of cases, the people that are going to see 2 movies, this is probably going to be one of those 2 movies. So yeah, Jurassic World is definitely going to be the canary in the coal mine, 100%. Right?
Yeah, definitely. And there isn't going to be some Barbenheimer with
No, not
that's
this.
stupid. Come on,
not this. Right?
Hey, catch you later, Stino.
Oh, peace out, Stino. I'll hit you up, bro. You already know what's up. He says Jurassic World Rebirth will make 800 to 900 million at the global box office. Total run prediction. That's what Kevin Davis is saying. So
hey, that's not bad. I could see it kind of doing that too because of the market, the economy, all that good shit, right? But like, look, again, y'all better hope it hits $1 billion, because if it only hits like 8 and 9, that means people out there budgeting, man. That's what that means. Because multiple viewings is what hits $1 billion.
Yeah,
if we're being real.
Yep. We got W Mir with the $5 super chat saying the 3 Egyptian gods of July: Jurassic World, Winged Dragon of Ra, Fantastic Four, Obelisk the Tormentor, and Smurfs, Slifer the Sky Dragon. Right? He said those are the 3 Egyptian. Bruh, I actually forgot about Smurfs too, man. That's gonna be a huge family movie, dog.
Oh man, my client's parents were talking about that a few weeks ago. Yep. And then the buddy of mine I was telling you about that loves Transformers. He'll hit me up for like all the geek shit.
Yeah,
he got kids, and him and his wife, like when his wife don't want to go to the geek shit, she'll send him and the kids, and he'll call me and be like, "Hey, yo, what you doing? You want to go see Transformers?" Blah blah blah. He was asking me what movies, and his kids want to see Fantastic Four and Smurfs, and I was like, "Holla at me for Fantastic Four, and if y'all trying to do Jurassic World." I said, "Y'all ain't tripping about Superman?" He's like, "Oh, I forgot about that." I had to mention it.
Don't nobody care about that movie, dog.
That's no hyperbole. That's real shit. And he was one of the ones that I told y'all about. I don't know if I think I said it on this channel. He was one of the ones I told y'all about that when I told them about the director, they were like, "Oh, no. I'm definitely not going to see this."
Definitely not. Right? And shout out to W Mir. Thanks for the support, bro. And here's a drop for you.
And they'll like, tell Lorenzo what you told us about Superman. And so I launch into my spiel and shit. And Lorenzo's the first guy that's like, "Well, what would you do differently?" And I said, well, I hadn't thought about it, but I mean, I guess you could try this, and that. And he's nodding and shit. And he's like, "Well, you know what? We're going to give you a shot at it." And I said, "All right, awesome." And he goes, "It's pending approval of the producer." And I said, "Who's the producer?" And they said, "John Peters." I said, "All right, what do I got to do?" They're like, "You got to go meet with him." I said, "Okay." Now, John Peters, if you don't know, he's a producer on movies like he was an exec producer or producer in name only on Rain Man. He was a producer on Batman. He was a producer on The Main Event, the Barbra Streisand boxing movie, which is how he got his start in the business. He used to be Barbra Streisand's hairdresser. And then one day he became a producer, because in Hollywood, you just kind of fail upwards. So anyway, I'm going to meet John Peters. And
all right. Much love, Stino. And thanks for coming through. Frank C says, Sky, y'all forgetting about that Superman ice cream. According to someone, that ice cream will bring people to the theater. I fucking said it's hopefully delicious, bro.
Some milkshake, bring all the people to the yard type. Come on. What's going on, bro?
Necron says, I think people are sleeping on how to train your pet dragon. Hey, bro, that's another good point, dog.
Wow. What?
Bro, that's
and I saw the trailer for that. It looked good. When that's coming out, Necron?
And people love that fucking animated movie, bro. Was like 3 or 4 of them, and they all did well at the box office, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Right. It says that was lightning in a bottle for sure. Shit looks like Superman has heavy competition. Yep. That shit is crazy. Said, "Hey, eyes up here." This scene, I believe, is cut from a Superman movie. Why would they have it in a trailer? right?
It's funny. It's almost like this movie doesn't believe in itself, man. Because every time it gets cooked, they start deleting shit. Like, oh no, they think it sucks. Delete. Like, I thought y'all believed in this. You put these in the trailers, right? You put this stuff in trailers. Don't you believe in your product?
They ain't even believe when he had to keep his eyes open for getting hit in the back of the head with it.
Hey, facts. Hey, I'm
the
to the
shit
point
wasn't
where,
even full, bro. If it was full, maybe.
bro, I'm to the point where if we start complaining enough, maybe they'll just delete
the movie
90% like the movie itself, or like 90% of it. Like,
bro, James gonna be changing this movie every time I stream, bro.
that shit wild, bro. How many of us talk shit about that damn can upside the head?
Right? And they went back and fixed that shit. You know what I mean?
We complained about the humor.
Yeah, hey,
apparently they fixed
coming
that.
out. The humor's coming out, guys.
Crazy, right? Bro.
Insane. He said, yeah, it comes out at the end of June. Okay. He said it's probably not good if you're hoping something is fucking delicious. That ain't glazing as a custom. Oh my god. So it comes out this weekend, and Gerard Butler is the MVP. Dragons look epic. I had chills. Hey, Josh, I already seen it. Shout out to him. He's saying these posters are terrible. But look, what's up with this movie, dog? Wait a minute. I'm gonna find the pictures of these cookies, bro. Bro, why do these cookies exist, bro?
Uh-oh.
Bro, you haven't seen these cookies, bro? With the icing?
What you talking about?
These Superman cookies, bro. Bro, I'm about to go off, dog. Hold on, bro. I want to know why the fuck these cookies look like this, dog. Oh my goodness. Wait, how can I save this? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm about to look at it, bro. Why everything with this movie gotta be so fucking weird, bro? Bruh. What's up with these cookies, dog? Bruh. It even looked like it says sperm on the fucking cookout.
Yo, I'm done.
Yo, bro.
I'm done.
I'm done, dog.
I'm done.
Look at done, bro.
That's crazy, right there at the top.
That shit looked like
top left,
bro. I was on the bottom right.
Yeah, that one too, a little bit,
bro.
Yep. Oh, right there too. Oh shit, bro.
Talk about glazing.
That's W Mirror.
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
This is crazy, bro. Hopefully, when you buy them, the people that want to buy them,
the elf look like good,
bro.
Bro,
I'm so done. Hopefully, it don't look that perfect,
bro. This is
that's crazy.
This is like when that fucking Luka Doncic ad, the Gatorade ad, had the towel fucking looking like it said "trader."
Oh shit!
Right after he got traded from the Mavericks, it was like it was a shot at fucking Nico Harrison. This is like exactly that, bro. James Keebler Fudd, bro. I'm fucking dead, bro. It looks like it says sperm, bro. I'm not joking, dog.
It looks like it's trying to, like, it's almost blanketed out. S,
My
and then
man
like a shot,
said, and then he
a
said,
shot of jizz, and then ERM.
he said, you ain't right, but you ain't wrong.
Look at that shit, man.
Crazy, bro. He said, we all know why. The joke is on the public, right? This is crazy, bro.
Damn, dog.
Gun glazed each package. Gun glazed, bro. This is crazy, dog.
Damn, bro.
This is wild. Yeah. Hey. But people caping for this shit, bro.
That shit crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, this is the wait, hold on, guys. This is the same dude. I just need you guys to be.
Oh nah, he but
doing great. I've been looking all over for you. The people that Red Roof Inn told me you were over here. So, listen. Here's the thing. I have been really, really happy since I moved to Hollywood because I did the niftiest, neatest, coolest thing. I totally sold my soul to Satan. I had to kill a young child to do it, but it's awesome because ever since I've done it, I've been totally rich. I made Scooby-Doo. I've got 2 more movies going into production in April. What's one kid when it, comes to all my talent that I have to share with the world? People say bad things about the Dark Lord. I think he is a sweet and swell guy. So anyway, I just got a new deal with Disney to create a movie called Phlegm Wallaby, about a jive-talking, rapping wallaby made of phlegm. Everyone I tell it to laughs so hard at everything I say. In fact, when I talk, people are pretty much laughing all the time ever since I sold my soul to Satan. And anyway, praise Satan.
All right, what's going on, bro? Oh my God. He said, I can't get jiggy with these sheets. Yo.
Hey man, oh, so funny as shit, bro. He be saying some funny shit in the comments, bro. Jiggy with this shit.
Oh my God, bro. He said he was glazing his hair back then too. Right? He said Pizzagate is real, bro. Bro, this is crazy. What's up with these cookies, dog? What's up with these cookies, dog? That's all I want to know.
Bro, that's hilarious.
That shit say sperm, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro.
That's great. Hey, hopefully this ain't how the packs look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, patterns don't be looking that perfect or whatever, but damn,
it's gonna look like that, bro. It's gonna look like that.
That's crazy. Hey, one of y'all buy it and let us know, because I'm not
buying that shit.
I'm gonna need y'all to
he said Ye was definitely on them islands, bro.
Bro, for real. For real, bro.
Oh my God.
Shit
oh
crazy,
my
man.
God, bro. He said fuck keyword. That's what I'm on. He said that's what I'm on, bro. He said fuck keyword, bro. This is crazy. The elves have gone crazy, bro. Elves
Shit
gone
crazy.
wild, dog.
Elves gone wild, bro.
What the hell is going on?
They the right height for him too.
Right? Oh my God, bro. Yeah.
Maybe not age.
Right? Hey, man. Y'all make sure to smash that like button. We got 26 likes in here with 42 people watching. Crazy. But back to this movie being like the one in the middle, man. I think that this is going to be the most affected by these other 2 films, yo, because I'm going to get into this other situation that happened with another IP that I know about in 1 second. But just with this one, man, like being sandwiched in between Jurassic World and Fantastic Four, with what we've heard about Fantastic Four today, I really don't think it's a good look for Superman, bro. And the tickets still aren't even on sale, right? Like, they seem to be hiding a lot about this movie, changing a lot about this movie, right? They were scared to release shit for hella long. There was no trailer for there's just been all these things that have pointed to them not being confident in this film, Leon. So, what would you say when it comes to this film and where it's kind of positioned at? How do you think that that's going to play out?
Well, it's almost like they're scared to show it, and I don't mean in the sense that like you want to hide something great. It seems as though, because like we keep seeing the same clips, and then we keep seeing the same ones edited right to social media perfection, and then we're seeing little things trickle out through like advertisements, like the dog treats thing that they did, and then there's this other goofy clip where Lois is cracking on Green Lantern. I'm not saying anything about like the action of the film, the plot of the film, the story, like the threads that connect everything. I'm not seeing anything. I'm just seeing he's fighting a kaiju. They're talking shit to each other about their looks and their hair. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this movie, right? I don't even know where to begin, why I should see this, right? It's not giving me anything to see other than it's a Superman movie, right? Add all that up with the fact that it's in the middle and it's coming after a potential hit in the form of Jurassic World. And then you got people chomping at the bit to go see Fantastic Four. So I don't know, man. Like, put my biases aside and all this other stuff. Just as a movie, I don't know what this is. If it was just Superman Returns, right? And then the Dark Knight trilogy, and then Zack Snyder's DCEU didn't exist, and we just got a bunch of Marvel stuff, and then we got this Superman movie, I'm not looking forward to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was never the biggest MCU guy as it is, so I already know this is how I would be.
Yeah.
Y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? So I look at this movie and I'd be like, damn, this just looks like Marvel did a Superman
DC movie, right? Yeah.
And like, I don't even know what I'm about to watch because they're not telling me anything, right? But then I'd be like, if I really want to see Marvel, I'll just go see Marvel done by Marvel.
That's the thing, bro. If I want, bro, I don't want Pepsi trying to make a Coca-Cola can.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, if I want Coca-Cola, I go buy Coca-Cola.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I mean?
If all I drink is Pepsi, and Pepsi is like, Coke is like, hey, we about to do a Pepsi. Y'all think I'm about to go crack open a Coke? No. I'm gonna be like, what? And that's before you factor in, and this is just me. I'm talking about my perspective, because like I don't want to act like I don't have biases, because I do, but I'm trying to make it as fair as possible. Like, I would just be this way with or without the DCEU. With or without the Snyderverse,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not a Zack Snyder thing, bro. This shit looks trash. That's the thing. Like, they want to live and die on this hill of like, oh my God, you guys are just saying this because it isn't directed by Zack Snyder. Bro, how many movies have we discussed just tonight that isn't fucking directed by Zack Snyder that we want to watch?
Facts.
Right?
A bunch.
Like, we were just talking about all these damn sports movies and stuff. We've been talking about other stuff. It's not just that it's Zack Snyder. It's because these movies have been fucking trash when Zack Snyder was giving us something dope. That is the difference. That is the difference.
At 100%. And if anything, if you could take away anything from the conversations that we have, it's that we like interesting movies. Like, you can like say whether they're good or bad or whatever you want to say, but like, we like interesting movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this doesn't look interesting. It just looks like, I don't know, a basic movie to me.
Yeah, man. And they were hiding Superman saying anything and him having any dialogue. They still really don't want you to hear him talking. It's like,
which
man,
is weird.
come on,
Because
bro.
like in one of them clips that I saw, right? Shout out to HMDS again. Whatchamacallit said Corn Sweat was like, he was talking to one of them robots and he said, yeah, something, back to the fray. And I'm just like, this guy just does not sound like Superman to me.
Yeah. Right. He says, I heard the Fantastic Four post-credit scene is gonna blow your mind. Is that true? Yo, I was just telling Leon about what I heard that it is, and I was like, bro, like, man, if this shit, dog, like,
Man.
that's what I'm saying, man. Fantastic Four, bro.
Man.
I think that movie, look, we're gonna get into that in a second, but I think that movie, I think people are kind of sleeping on. And you want to know whose fault it is? I think it's been these content creators' faults. I think they've been so hung up on Fantastic Four looking bad and people being mad at Pedro Pascal, which I'm mad at him too. But I'm still going to go see this damn movie. This shit looks dope, and I think that all signs have been pointing to this movie making a bunch of fucking money. And
you know what?
It's been a bunch of content creators out here that's been, oh my God, Fantastic Four looks dumb and it's gonna bomb and blah 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 blah. Look at Thunderbolts. I'm like, okay. All right.
You just made me think of something, man. So if you mad at Pedro Pascal, you better be mad at James Gunn.
Yo, right? Hey, man, that's true, bro.
Like, come on. You mad at Pedro Pascal for his antics, but you're just mildly critiquing James Gunn? Get out of here. Nah.
He said, was Sinners directed by Zach? We all loved it. I saw that shit. What was it? 4 times at the fucking theater? 3 or 4?
That was the last time I did a stream. Was talking about Sinners. Quite literally on my channel. It's up there right now. Last shit I talked about was Sinners.
What are we talking about, bro?
And it's Warner Brothers. So, right?
And it's a Warner Brothers. Bro, get out of here, dog.
so it's not even like on some, hey, man, we just on. No. Nope.
That was a fucking Warner Brothers movie for sure.
That was a Warner Brothers movie.
For sure it was.
We still pulled up.
Chubby Teddy says, Leon is on point here. Who is this movie for? Gunn made a Superman movie that brings zero innovation to the character. This movie is supposed to out Snyder, Zack Snyder. Gunn blow.
Okay, so think about this, right? Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing out the fact that there's no innovation. Bro, I'm not trying to get on the Batman and the Batman fans. Y'all know I didn't really fuck with that movie like that. But like, that movie was the same kind of a feeling of like, we're just treading the same waters here. We just came off of a Batman who was evolved, who was like the closest thing that we had ever seen to, I ain't saying comic book accurate, but the iconography.
Man, that shit was comic book accurate, dog. Batman was fighting parademons, dog.
What I'm trying to say is this: I hate the phrase comic book accuracy because it's been done to death and it's been used
dodging laser beams.
It's been used against
Doomsday.
So that's
Batman,
why I don't.
Dog. What the fuck? He always fighting fucking Mr. Freeze, the Penguin, fucking the Two-Face.
All right, that's the closest thing to the iconography, the iconic. The peak, because the peak version of Batman is comic book Batman, right? That's the most fantastical we've ever seen, the most peak we've ever seen, the most athletic we've ever seen, the most detective we've ever seen, the strongest we've ever seen. That is in live action, that's the Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman, right? So we go from that guy can literally plow through military assassins and all types of shit, right? We go from that guy to a motherfucker who stomps very hard in alleyways before he takes a while to beat up normal thugs.
Crazy, bro.
And Redditors, right? So
and fucking YouTubers.
And YouTubers and shit.
Bro, Batman should not be fucking with content creators.
Hit the light.
Hit the light.
Share and subscribe to the Batman. Like, come on, bro. This nigga was beating up. He was beating up. He was beating up what's them dudes
in hindsight,
AMC
bro.
theater and shit.
Bro, he's
He's beat up Collider.
He's going through Collider like
He was whooping all John Campy and shit.
Oh
like,
my
come
God.
on, bro. So we go from this feels like the same shit where there's no innovation. We just got
what did I tell you, Leon?
Fantastic Four First Steps.
What did I tell you?
Oh,
What did I tell you? I told you.
We got to save it because when me and this man,
I ain't gonna say what it is, but I'm just saying
that shit, bro.
Told you, bro. He said,
dude,
what Pedro do? We'll get back to this in 1 second.
Oh yeah.
All right,
yeah.
For sure.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
What did he not? What didn't he do?
Because fucking Pedro, he said beating up Mad Max and crew. Oh my God. Why is the Batman fighting Mad Max, bro? Come on, man. Man, there was like a condom with glasses.
Bro, for real. He did.
Bro, okay. Look.
Bro, like a ribbed rubber. For her pleasure. I gotta go on mute.
Yo. Oh my God. Okay. Yo. Whoa. He said with the spermicide.
For her pleasure, bro. Oh shit. For Gotham. Oh, good Lord. Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay.
We're back.
Okay.
Woo. Lord have mercy.
What was we talking about?
I don't even know, bro. The fact that we're going backwards with these characters, and Superman seems to be going backwards, bro. Like, man, that was funny as shit.
Integrity says James Gunn stuff aside, if they put out their Superman film under some sort of family-friendly or G-rated label or something like that, I'd be fine as long as they also had an active universe for adults. Hey, man. Multiverse, bro. The multiverse. Right?
The multiverse.
Oh, my God. I'm dead, bro. The
DCU. Right? Said Havoc stupid.
Diddy Cinematic Universe. Oh my God. Come on, man. Please stand by.
But yeah, I mean, those are pretty much about as fair of comments that I can give towards this Superman. Like, we've said this before in the past, but it just begs repeating, man. If they gave us something to be afraid of, I'd be mad, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be scared. I'd be like, dang, man. Did you see the trailer for Superman L?
If that shit was like Man of Steel fucking teaser quality, right?
You feel me? Could you imagine, bro? If this dude came out here and gave us like, I don't know, lighthearted Man of Steel or Marvel's Man of Steel. This doesn't even feel like Marvel's Man of Steel. This just feels like a parody of Marvel movies.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't it feel like a parody of Marvel? It feels like
a parody for sure, especially with the like level of like the CGI and stuff. His face looks bad, bro.
I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair.
Multiple scenes. It looks really bad.
It feels like in between Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. Like it's resting somewhere in between there for me.
Yeah, that's a good point. And
like a parody, you feel me?
Yeah, and I didn't fuck with Ragnarok at all, but a lot of people did. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even. Yeah. No. If they would have came out with like a Man of Steel teaser quality, ain't saying it got to be the tone or whatever, but just like quality level where when I saw that Man of Steel teaser, you knew it was something new going to be done with fucking Superman. Like,
you must be new to the channel, dude.
It don't matter. Yeah,
Trying to ask us about Man of Steel. What the
fuck? They are.
Shit.
Right?
Nah. She was about to say, you weren't about to say shit. We love Man of Steel. We love BVS. We love ZSJL.
Bruh, I paid $150 to be a fucking full
you
circle
feel
watch
me?
that movie.
You feel me?
150.
Shit, y'all ain't never paid what we done paid to go see Zack Snyder's films.
Hey, that is a fact. That is a fact.
Cut it out.
That was $450.
But yeah.
Plus tax.
I know. I'm just giving them shit, Mama Bear.
Yeah. That's how we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We be
what up, Deuce?
But what I keep calling him Douche? It's probably something incredibly simple. Deuce, yeah.
Yeah. Deuce Falco, right?
But what were you gonna say? What were you saying before that?
Man of Steel quality trailer.
Yes. No, you're right, bro.
Like we're giving us something like that. Yeah, I definitely think that.
I'm trying to think of a movie that could even compare as far as like, whatchamacallit? Hey, that's facts. Hey, chat, help me think of a movie while we address the super chat and do the drop and everything. Help us figure out a movie that's kind of like it's a Marvel movie, but like it's not Man of Steel, but it's Man of Steel quality as far as the trailer goes. Help us think of that.
Bro, I think that first fucking Infinity War trailer, bro. That shit.
Okay, there you go.
That shit.
That the trailer was quality. Wow. Not saying the movie was on par, Man of Steel, because it wasn't. Infinity War has a ton of fucking problems.
Whichever that dreaded run from it, Destiny still arrives, bro. Oh my god, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, when that trailer came out, I was like, oh shit.
Oh, Mama Bear said Winter Soldier. I don't want to go that far because Winter Soldier was more gritty, grounded than the rest of but that's a good one. I'm gonna go with Infinity War because it was still that like it was still on that like Marvel think they doing cinema, right? So even the Civil War trailer, okay, boom, that's fire.
Yeah,
Civil War's the movie Civil War is kind of cheeks, but
the trailer,
the trailer,
we're talking trailers,
dope,
fire.
The trailer was on that like for Marvel, it wasn't. It was like it gave you that like shit, I gotta go see this movie. Word, Iron Man 1's too much because Iron Man 1 is Iron Man 1. Like that's a film right there. For Marvel standards, that's a film. I love Iron Man 1.
Actually shot on film too. That's why the first one.
Oh, shot on film. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why the first one, his suit looks way more like realistic.
Yep. Everything.
Everything way more realistic. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Deuce Faco with the $5 super chat saying Man of Steel was dope. I don't care what anybody says. Not only was that shit dope.
Yeah.
That shit is like peak origin story comic book movie, right?
It's S tier as far as superhero films go. It's S tier.
Yeah,
I put it on S tier. It's above A. It's S tier. It's nearly flawless. It's a damn good film.
Facts, bro. Yeah. Only reason I don't know about Winter Soldier, I don't remember the trailer. Wait, was the trailer like that hard? I don't remember.
I honestly don't remember the trailer either. I just kind of left it out because the film itself is like gritty. I wanted something that's like, because to me it's a Marvel movie, but like that's about as not Marvel as Marvel's ever been, about you know what I mean? So something that's like Marvel in film, but the trailer is like come hither, even to those that don't fuck with Marvel.
Yeah.
Y'all hit it on the head with Infinity War.
Yeah, that damn dreaded run from it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, dog.
When you see Hulk
what the fuck is Thanos
laid out,
on, bro? Yeah.
Bro. So if this Superman film would have gave us a trailer like that, where you're like, yo, what? Like I'd have been concerned. So far, I've gotten nothing except for I want to copy Richard Donner. I want to copy Christopher Reeves. I can't even say outdo Zach. It's not even if that no. Bro. You're just trying to ape the same shit that we've seen already, except you're trying to put it in a modern era.
He said the BVS teaser trailer, bro. The BVS Comic-Con trailer, bro, is the greatest trailer of all time. I don't give a shit what nobody say. That's the only thing. That shit made me cry, bro. That's the only trailer that I ever cried watching it, and it was the first time I ever watched it. I'll never forget. I was in the living room with my brother, bro, and I fucking started crying, dog.
Bro, which one is the one?
That was the long one. It was that 3-minute 49-second one.
I know that one, but which one is the one that was like where the music is not actually back, but the music is dramatic, and it's like
I think it was that one.
No, the one you're talking about is where they have the where it's got Neil deGrasse Tyson saying and blah 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 and alien. And it's approaching the statue. That's the Comic-Con trailer that you're talking about. And then we see the Batmobile go, or the Batwing go, fly into frame, and it's like doom 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 doom. Wait,
that's the Comic-Con trailer I was talking about. No, that's the first one.
I don't know if that's the one you're talking about.
No.
Comic-Con trailer is the one I'm talking about.
No, the one that you're talking about is the first trailer. That was the first,
the dramatic one
with the dramatic music.
If you cried to that one, I dig it. I understand. No, not the one.
Mine was the second one, the one that came before the Doomsday one. That's what the doo-doo. Bro, I'll pull that shit up right now, bro.
No, wait, hold on, time out. You Doomsday was not in the trailer, right?
No, this one man Ride of Terror.
Yes.
And then that was when he ran, bro. When he ran and he jumped on fucking Superman, and he fucking like they went through the roof and he landed. That's when I started crying, bro. I was like, oh my god, this shit is about to be the like. No, Doomsday was not in that one. Was not in that one.
Yeah, okay, perfect,
bro.
That's the one that I always watch and I feel some type of way because it shows Diana looking at Bruce right before she gets in the car and the music's like it's perfect, bro.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
And she looks at Bruce, gets in the car. I was like, hey, pull that shit up.
Get taken down. I'm going to
pull that shit up, bro.
Pull that shit up, bro. Watch this shit right now, bro. I don't give a fuck if they fucking stop this stream, bro. I don't care, I don't care, bro. I don't fucking care. I'm about to, we've talked about it too much, bro.
I love that trailer.
Yes, bro. Like a one-man Ride of Terror. Hold up, bro.
Man, that's crazy. If we're talking about the same one, which I know we are, we both felt a way about that shit, bro. Man, it was perfect. They should have stopped right there and not showed the Doomsday one.
I think that shows Warner Brothers tripping because this is hold up.
Do we count this as the douche drop?
Yep, this is the drop.
Today is a day for truth. The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for. That kind of power is very dangerous.
First of all, if you wasn't hyped right here,
yeah,
being fucking Batman,
you got no soul.
Running to the goddamn smoke.
You got no soul, bro. You got no. Hey, when I saw this,
bro,
I was like, this is the greatest Batman ever. Just on that alone, bro. Bruce Wayne running towards the danger while everybody's running away from the danger. That's Batman, bro.
And then just to know that, oh shit, we about to go in like straight from fucking Man of Steel.
Yep.
Like we about to go right in from Man of Steel. Stop it, bro. The greatest trailer of all time, bro.
Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
Fucking go!
That's how it starts. The fever. The rage that turns good men cruel.
Bro. What happened to these movies, dog?
Tell me. Look at the quality, bro. Look at the shot composition, bro.
Oh my God, goodness, bro.
Look at Alfred.
Bro. What?
Man, come on, doggy. This is how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness. The turns good men cruel.
This is the greatest trailer of all time, dog.
This Bat Vigilante's like a one-man reign of terror. You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on a Batman.
Hey.
This means some people.
This is the one. This is the one.
I told you. This is the greatest trailer of all time, bro. I told you.
Bro, you taking me back, bro.
I don't care what nobody says. This is the best fucking trailer of all time, bro. I cried, dog. Bro. I cried, bro. Real tears. and I wasn't no fucking content creator. I was in the middle of my fucking living room. And I cried real tears, bro. Mama Bear said, "Would you two stop pausing it? Hey, I'm trying to not get the screen taken down. We gotta break this shit.
I didn't even know that's what you were trying to do, but hey, that's natural, bro. Hey, that's what's up. Because we gotta cook. We gotta cook on it some.
Yes, we gotta.
This takes us back, bro.
This shit is
peak. It means something. It's all some people have. It's all that gives them hope.
Bro, when I saw this shit,
people hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark.
Look at this.
Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't owe this world a thing. You never did.
Bro, look, dog. Just the imagery, bro. Him with the fucking spaceship. You see what I mean about bringing something new, bro? Innovation, dog. What the fuck are we doing? Bro, this is the biggest downgrade in history, dog.
Bro.
Do you know the oldest line in America, Senator? Devils don't come from hell beneath
us.
I
was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he bending the legs?
Hey, look. This is what we were talking about. We said, what did I say? I don't know what's going on in this new Superman movie, right? With them trailers.
Yeah,
when I saw this, I was like, I do not officially know what is going on. All I know is a motherfucker that me personally in real life would thump in the nose and make him have Superman on his knees. I want this movie now.
Stop it, bro. This shit, man. This is peak right
What
now.
happened? This powerful man is on his knees, bro. That's
on
crazy.
His knees, bro. And look, this where this trailer really started cooking, bro.
Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
Nah, they come from the sky.
They come from the sky.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left?
How many stayed that way?
The power to wipe out the entire human race.
Bro.
That was my part when you say you felt away. I felt away with that. Hey, I love bad guy Batman. He was one of the villains in the movie. Antagonist. We'll keep it clean, right? Not a villain, antagonist. I loved it. I was rocking with it.
Good guys are left.
I was
rocking
with it.
Stayed that way, bro.
Look at this man's jaw and his chin, bro. But hold on. What's the guy's name that we're supposed to be rooting for to be the next Batman in Gunn's world or whatever?
Brandon Skelnar.
Yeah, who the fuck is that guy? I see you,
Who
motherfucker.
the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? I was twerking on Twitter for some guy, some random dude who probably could have been in the background of one of Zach's movies. When we had this on screen right now, that big beautiful chin, man. Get out of here,
bruh. This trailer, dog. Bro,
he has the power to wipe out the entire.
When I saw this shit too,
yeah, man.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah, man.
What's going on with Superman right here, dog?
This is shit, beyond movies for me, bro. Like,
it was so much that we just was like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on, dog?
This felt like all the comic books that I've read. Didn't it, Sky?
Yes, bro.
All the cartoons. I was like, in this one trailer, given in adult form, bro.
And then don't even get me started with Batman pulling the tarp off, bro.
Bro.
We about to get to that right now, dog.
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race.
Oh my God. Bro, the white eyes, dog. Oh my God, bro. I'm really just like
Zach gave us the white eyes, bro.
I'm really going back to where I was, bro. It's so crazy, dog. This how you do character balancing, bro.
And we have to destroy him.
What? Bro.
I loved that part, bro. I loved that part where the music was dramatic and Diana looks at Bruce and she gets in the car. I was like, oh my God.
Bro, I cried, bro. No, bro. I fucking cried, dog. Real tears, bro. Real tears, bro. Look at this fucking trailer, dog. Wonder Woman.
You're gonna go to war. He is not our enemy.
Right? Look. Oh my God, bro. Bro, look. When it got to this part, dog. I ain't gonna front, bro. When it got like right here, man. Right? Bro. I was like, this is the fucking shit I've been waiting my whole life to see, bro.
Whole life, bro. You're gonna go to war.
This is it. Right?
That son of a bitch brought the war to us.
Bro, and look, this is a 3-minute and 40-second trailer damn near, and it has so much, and you don't know anything that's gonna happen in this movie, bro.
You know what's crazy? A lot of these shots were like pulled from panels, it seems. Like that shot where he's staring at the kryptonite.
Look at this, bro.
That's from like Birthright. The shot where Bruce is helping people from rubble. I saw today that was pulled from like 1939 Batman comics. Same shit happened. Bruce Wayne's helping people from some alien attack that happened. Right? Imagine that, y'all. In the 30s, Bruce Wayne is doing this. Bruh. Yo, Zach was cooking, dog.
This is Batman and Superman throwing fucking hands right here, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. This whole thing, man. When it got to this point, bro, that's when the tears. I ain't gonna front.
Black and blue. God.
Oh my God! And this shit.
Returns,
bro.
Image.
I was like, wait a minute, and then just seeing Batman dodge I kind of figured it. Look, I didn't know what the fuck that was gonna be. I didn't know if it was Superman's beam because it looked a little bigger, right? But like having him do that type of shit is what we have been waiting for, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Not dodging criminals, dodging aliens and monsters and creatures and parademons, and we everything we saw in the Batman we've already seen.
Exactly.
We hadn't seen this.
Hadn't seen this yet.
Ever.
At all. Right? Look, let's go ahead and finish this out.
Versus Night. The red capes are coming.
The red
capes are coming.
Yeah, look at that cape.
Yeah.
He's
bro.
But look at him in his grill, dog.
That's the greatest trailer of all time.
Yeah.
In my opinion, bro.
It is.
In my opinion, bro.
It is.
That's the greatest fucking trailer.
Nah, it just is,
time.
Bro.
Like, bro.
It just is.
That fucking Comic-Con trailer, dog. I've never had a trailer do that kind of shit to me before.
It just is, bro. It's the greatest, bro. Yeah, that was there was the teaser before that, then there was this,
and then there was this,
and then there was the Doomsday John.
And then there was the Doomsday John. Yes.
This was it right here.
What's going on, Mr. Nobody? You know what I mean? Yeah, what's going on, Michael? Yeah, bro, this shit is crazy. And then in like fucking now we got this whack ass Superman, which. But before we move on, let me just touch on the budget aspect and why this movie has to make money, because people are trying to downplay how much money that this movie has to make. And I really want to kind of address that. But Leon shared this video earlier, and we're going to kind of touch on that. But I have something that I want to say too. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Strongly believe that this has become a new tactic among studios when these movies started to be not as profitable as they once were. According to one insider, crossing 500 million worldwide is considered the break-even point for Superman. According to a top talent agent, the film needs to cross 700 million worldwide to be considered a success. Now, in a perfect situation, the $500 to $700 million window does seem attainable. But I have to be honest, when I heard these numbers, when I heard how they were being presented, something just didn't feel right to me. So what I did is I added who I like to call the box office guru, the YouTube channel Wolfman's Got Nards, to see if he could shine a little light on things and confirm or deny these numbers. He, in his infinite wisdom, as someone who has been covering the ins and outs of box office numbers and marketing for 23 years, according to him, was kind enough to respond. And his response was pretty much exactly what I expected. I asked him if he thinks these figures are accurate, and he responded, quote, "Not a chance. If the budget were $225 million, which it clearly is not, we'd be looking at around $200 million in marketing, giving a total cost of $425 million. Break-even point would actually be over $850 million minimum. And that's only if the budget is as low as the reported $225 million. Show me the money."
Yeah, man. There you have it, bro. You got people kind of putting it out there that, hey, even if the budget was $225 million, which it's not, this whole downplaying of how much this movie has to make, it must stop. But also, more importantly, what I'm gonna need everybody to do, right? And I mean this wholeheartedly and respectfully, but y'all gotta put some respect on our motherfucking name around here, yo. Like, this shit crazy, bro. How long have we been saying this, dog? Right?
Day -1, dog. Before the shit even went into production, we were saying.
Before it even went into production, dog, we've been having these conversations. And then it's just so crazy how I'm seeing people like come out now and try to like, but look what I've been saying. And and it's like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, y'all all do the same shit, bro. Everybody sits there and they fucking either say things like that, hey, that the fucking Syndicate Network been saying for hella long, all fucking ready, and they try to act like, oh my God, well, look what I was saying. Bruh, ain't none of y'all above the program, bro. We've been saying this shit since fucking years ago, dog. Since he pretty much took over. We was like, bro, this movie gonna have to fucking like the money that it makes is gonna have to make sense. Just in terms of like what you were giving up in terms of the fucking Snyderverse.
Facts.
Like, so
before a budget was even drawn up.
Before the budget was even drawn up, dog. We was like, yo, this is what these movies were fucking bringing in. And so you had to do that shit anyway. But then not only do this whole through this whole budget thing, which we was called crazy and hey guys, you know, hey, but everybody on the inside know that this movie wasn't no fucking $200 million, dog. Bruh, they was saying, look, people were saying 200 plus when the movie came out, as I fucking showed you guys last time. They were saying 200 plus, or like, no, when they first finished fucking production, before all the fucking reshoots. So how is it even, bruh? Hell nah, dog. Hell no, bro. This movie, they're embarrassed by what it costs, man, because they know. And now you got all these fucking content creators out here talking about some, oh, if it makes 500, they'll be happy. Are you crazy? Are you insane?
Crazy, bro.
Bruh, you think that they would do all this shit just for this movie to make less than the fucking Batman made? And it has Batman in it? What are we talking about, bro? This shit got everybody and their mama in it, bro. I'm surprised I ain't in the fucking movie. You know what I mean? They got everybody in this motherfucker, bro. Shit don't make no sense, bro.
Bro, Man of Steel, adjusted for inflation, today's prices.
It's like damn near $1 billion, bro.
Yep, 904 to like $1 billion.
Yep.
So this film, effectively, we've been saying this shit since day -1. I say -1 because day 1 will be when the shit was official and had a budget that's been lied about, right? Before it was official, we were saying this thing needs to be making at the very least Man of Steel numbers. I started upping the ante and saying it's got to do Man of Steel after inflation, because we're talking ticket sales,
bro.
Physical people grabbing ticket in hand, physical people using their devices to buy tickets. How many physical purchases are being made to equate to said numbers? If Man of Steel had the same ticket numbers, the sale would be then 900 million to $1 billion by today's standards. So you cannot bullshit and say 500 mil is a fucking W. What is that? Somebody do the math on
bro.
That. For ticket sales back then.
The Batman just got its sequel canceled, dog. Bro,
right.
The Batman just got its fucking sequel canceled, and that shit made 700 million. This movie has what, 50 to 60 times the amount of DC characters in it, and that's probably not even me fucking joking.
Nah, that's real.
Like, how many DC characters are actually in this fucking movie, dog?
Nah, that's real. Like, we got, not counting Superman and Crypto, I guess. We got,
what did the Batman have?
Mr. Terrific,
Batman, and fucking Bruce Wayne, right? Alfred, the Riddler,
Catwoman,
right? Who else?
Penguin,
Gordon, Penguin. We're at 6, and we're damn near, bro. We're at 6, and I think
we're done because everybody else is not notable unless you count Falcone, right?
That's what. Hey, I didn't even fucking throw him in here. 7, right? Bro, there's 7 villains in this movie, dog.
Alone, right?
You got Maxwell Lord, fucking Lex Luthor, the chick from the Authority, Ultraman, Brainiac.
Damn.
Right?
Damn. Then you got Mr. Terrific, Superman, Crypto, Green Lantern.
No. I know I'm missing some fucking villains, bro. No. I want to stay on villains.
You want to
Metamorpho.
Damn.
Metamorpho. Okay.
Nah, he's a good guy though. He's part of the super gang.
Nah, bro. Fucking Metamorpho is gonna 100% be a villain. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah, he should be.
No, he a hero. He's a part of the Justice League International.
He gonna start off bad, bro. I guarantee.
Because he usually does. To be honest, or at odds is what happens. Like he'll start off at odds. Yeah, right. That's real.
So that's 6, right? You got the fucking kaiju. No, I'm just joking. Right? But like you got a fucking kaiju in there, bro. Right? Bro, I fucking know I'm forgetting, bro. There's like 7, 8 villains in this fucking movie, bro. Like real talk. And I ain't even dealing with the fucking heroes yet. With the fucking Justice Gang and all of the Superman characters and the motherfuckers at the Daily Planet and fucking Lex Luthor's girlfriend. Right? Like he said Mongo. Mongo's in this movie? Bro.
Nah.
For real?
Mongo's in this movie too?
Bro.
Man, who ain't in the movie?
Bro, this shit crazy, dog. Nah, man. Hey, but that's y'all boy. Right? That's y'all boy.
That's your boy.
Yeah. Nah, man, because I just had to come out and like fucking say that, man, because motherfuckers be saying like weird stuff, bro.
Nah, that's real.
And like it's just crazy, man, because like I ain't even noticed until like recently, man. But these motherfuckers like move weird, bro. Like they'll like do stuff like block you and then like still do everything to like watch what you're doing still. It's like hella weird, bro.
Yes.
It's like it's like hella weird, and then they trying to fuck. It's like, bro, just I don't know, dog. But I'm also not fucking surprised at the same time because you're seeing as how like some people kind of do this content thing. Like, yeah, it's just not really surprising, bro. Like, we really, he said Rick Flag Sr., bro. Yeah, we really do things differently over here, and it's just crazy experiencing that like in real time, right?
For real, because like the thing is, like, I'm not one to shy away from giving credit or whatever. Like there's a couple of times tonight that I like cited ideas that I know I could have come up with by myself, but I know that they sprang from another channel. Hold My DualShock. Shout out to Katie and Andy from Hold My DualShock. Like they had ideas that they said, and I was like, oh, that shit makes sense. So when I brought up those ideas, I mentioned them. I just have a natural inclination to do that. I don't know. This thing with people when they talk about what's happening around these sort of things, it turns into this weird, like, I don't know, like a weird, almost like a territorial thing. I've been doing this. It's like, yeah, you haven't done anything. You haven't said anything. I don't know. Give credit where credit's due. And then also, because also the Syndicate Network's been taking a lot of arrows from all sides. We've taken arrows from the fandom themselves. We've taken arrows from the haters of the fandom. We've taken arrows from Warner Brothers, the studio, allegedly, at least. That's what it seems like. We've taken arrows from literally Gunn's crew and Gunn himself. You should have liked them tweets. You know what I'm saying? Like
him tweets.
We've taken arrows from all sides. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, nah, you're not gonna act like, anybody. This goes for anybody. They're not gonna act like they're the arbiters of information and the arbiters of truth. When we've been saying from day one, fighting shills, shout out to Shill Albert, right? We've been fighting shills and bad information.
The super ice cream, bro.
Yeah. Been fighting bad information since day one. How long we've been arguing about that budget from idiots who now they said it was 150 to 170. Now they're going out saying it's 225. So which one was it?
Crazy, bro.
It was 336.
Or 363, you know what I'm saying?
363,
right? Before the fucking
before y'all finally landed on
reshoots.
the new lie, which is 225, right? Like, come on. So anyway, that's why sometimes we get like this. We have to.
I bet you before the movie come out, the budget gonna go up one more time. I fucking bet you, bro. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that somebody gonna come out and be like, "Oh, well, really,
to the truth.
Really, it was like 250."
Yep.
Right. And then you know what I'm saying? And then years later, just like with all these other fucking movies, when they had these high ass budgets, the truth came out later. And it was like, oh shit, some of these Star Wars movies was costing like 400 or 500 million.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And look, I'm just real quick.
Crazy, bro. We
have to sometimes clear the air because it's like being a boxer, right? or a Muay Thai practitioner. and you got a motherfucker, you know, you get banged up from working out, and then you got a motherfucker who just really started doing his thing, getting out there trying to showboat and talk some shit. It's like, bro, nah, earn your stripes, earn a few black eyes first before you start talking shit, man. You know what I mean? You new booty.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't bleed in this ring for you to come in here and start talking shit, man. Like, come on.
This shit's crazy, bro. But hey.
But anyway, I know it's going over a lot of people's heads. Like, what y'all talking about? Yeah, if you know, you know. It don't matter. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, more to the point. Yeah, it's well above. Back to the budget talk, real quick before we go to FF. It's well above 363, yo.
Yeah, no, it has to be
after editing and reshoots, because it was 363
reshoots. Yeah, it was 363. Bro, it was 363 when principal photography, and you these motherfuckers love to say that we don't know nothing about how fucking filming works, right? When principal photography was done, it was 363. Right? So that's before the 4 rounds of reshoots, probably.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, man. There's been at least.
So now what is it? I wouldn't even say it's 500 mil. I mean, I know Sin Havoc
and they changed the composer,
knocking it out of the park. Sin Havoc is one that gets shit right. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't think that. I'm not gonna argue with Sin Havoc, but I'm saying like it's definitely around that top, you know, somewhere in the range of 400 something mil. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely around there. So
yeah, man. Yeah. And then marketing, bro. And then they hired they hired all these new editors and composers. And it's like when you do stuff like that, not only are you paying for the composing fees and everything, but you're also gonna have to pay a little bit more than you would normally have to because of the fact that it's so turnaround, it's so rushed.
Right.
So I'm not sure that was a huge expense, but at the same time, it didn't help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
No. Crazy.
They was already creeping up on 400 mil.
Right?
Shit. Before that. So yeah. But yeah.
Oh no. So yeah, man. But moving on to Fantastic Four. Because
Fantastic.
And the estate lawsuits, right? Crazy. But yeah,
that's costing money too.
Right?
Damn.
When we look at Fantastic Four, man, bruh, I have been on this pretty consistently. I have never wavered. I think that this movie is gonna be a fucking hit. I'm like, bro, and there's been a lot of talk around the internet about this movie flopping and it not doing well because of what Pedro Pascal's been saying and all that, which I get because Necron, if you're still in here, Pedro Pascal has been going on like a tirade almost against masculinity. It seems it's just like at every point that he can, he just says something that just makes some people upset. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, right?
Yeah, including me.
Yeah, like, and it like really turned me off too, right? Damn. And Sin Havoc said investors lawsuits, bro. Crazy. Right. But Yeah.
Hey, Sin Havoc, if you got information on that, DM Sky and myself for sure.
Facts, right? But yeah, like all I've really seen with this film in terms of like negative reception, it has been the Pedro Pascal stuff and it's been the female Silver Surfer situation, right? Like how Leon brought up earlier. The Silver Surfer situation, I think, was frustrating to people like me at first. Because yes, while the female Silver Surfer is canon, while it has been a character before, like I don't think that it's unfair for people to be upset when they see that Norrin Rad was not Silver Surfer, because that's been like he's been a Silver Surfer, bro. Like I didn't even know that there was a female Silver Surfer, but then I had to look it up, and it's like, all right, there was one for 3 or 4 issues, if I'm not mistaken, right? But yeah, like I totally got it. I got a homie who that's his favorite comic book. That's his favorite comic book character, period. And he was super upset when he had heard that it was going to be the female one, right? But my thing is this though. I think a lot of people are kind of like myself, whereas when we heard it, we were upset by it. Trailer came out, you get a look at the female Silver Surfer. I'm not still gonna be tripping because I've already accepted that they went this route, right? It's kind of like when they do certain other like gender and race swaps and stuff. If you're gonna watch it, cool, right? That new Harry Potter thing is a great example of how they have like a black Snape, right? And a lot of people aren't like really rocking with that. And I see what I mean, hey, Snape was not black in the book, you know what I mean? And I don't think that it's a thing where like we have a bunch of interpretations of that character to where it would be necessary for there to be that kind of swap. Same thing with the Silver Surfer, right? So but there's not enough around that Harry Potter situation to make me want to see that project still, right? So if that was a problem for me, it would all depend on what else is going to be there. And with this film, there's too much other stuff there that looks dope and that I'm really interested in seeing for the female Silver Surfer thing to really like be the thing that was going to keep me out of the theater. And I think that the way that people have responded with these ticket sales has really kind of shown that I think that a lot of the talk surrounding this film flopping has been a bit overblown. What do you got to say, Leon?
Yeah, I concur. And to be fair to those who kind of believe that the crashing of the websites of ticket sales is kind of exaggerated or something that was a ploy, to be fair to that, this is what I'll say, right? Like, sure, that's a possibility, right? But then again, I look online and the discourse surrounding this film has been largely positive. The most negative, Sky already touched on it, right? The most negative aspects of the movie were before we saw anything, and that was when we heard about the female Silver Surfer. When the female Silver Surfer came out, all that shit kind of went away. I didn't see anybody go, "Oh man, this looks trash." If anything, I saw people go, "Yeah, that shit looks fire. That looks sick.
Yeah,
Silver looks
good on her." It was just content creators, bro, and that's what I was getting at. Like, it was just content creators pretty much having this narrative that this movie was gonna flop and that nobody wanted to see it, and they were plastering that picture of the female Silver Surfer and acting like people.
And it's funny because
wasn't really interested in this movie.
You know me, I don't really pay attention to a lot of these guys, so I didn't see that, right? What I did see was, and I don't use social media as like the end all be all of like a parameter for the consensus or opinion. However, it can be a good indicator sometimes. At the very least, you can see if like bots versus organic conversation versus like, you know what I'm saying? some shit that's like a controlled narrative. With Silver Surfer, it just seems like the narrative has been just clean. It's just been, you know, like a clean conversation going on. Everybody's kind of anticipating and wanting to see it.
Yeah.
So what the hell? I saw a double post from Necron. I don't know whatever that's, but
Necron is a fool, bro. No,
it was something going on in the chat.
Yeah, he said,
okay.
"I'm gonna race swap me." He said, "I'm gonna be from India now," and then he's
this motherfucker's stupid, bro. Hey,
Necron,
you ain't shit, bro.
He is a fool, bro.
Necron, you ain't
Facts,
shit,
bro.
Yeah, that was funny. Lost my train of thought, but no, yeah, like it's just been clean conversation that I've been seeing about Fantastic Four. Hell, if anything, like
because we're talking about social media, bro. I'm talking about the content creators, bro.
Right,
and like YouTube, you know what I mean? And that's why
they haven't even
see that dichotomy, right? Facts.
But you get what I'm saying? Like they haven't even permeated into like the conversation on social media. It's just been they're in their corners talking shit, and then when the shit drops, like they got shit to say because
right, like
look, even with like Pedro Pascal, who I've talked about this with you, bro. This motherfucker makes me not want to watch it, right? But like not enough to not actually watch it. Like he's got at this point, I'm like, yo, Dr. Doom better be in this movie to slap that motherfucker in the mouth. Cause like he's so aggravating in real life, right? Like he's just annoying. And I don't give a shit about this perceived, you know, anxiety or whatever, bro. Like you ain't got so much anxiety to where you grabbing colorful rods and making a licking motion towards them in concerts and what have you. So I ain't trying to hear all that. Pedro Pascal need to go sit down and let the marketing team take over.
Here's the thing too about the Thunderbolts thing, like W. Mir is talking about, because a lot of these content creators, they get like if they're online and they're talking about something that's gonna be trash and they're kind of ripping it, and then the movie does bad, right? It kind of like gives their channel and what they be saying credence, right? So they have kind of like a vested interest in a lot of these movies kind of failing, right? So when you take something like Thunderbolts, which was a dope movie, like I don't know what people are expecting anymore, right? It's like, yo, when you have like when Marvel was doing things like putting Kang the Conqueror as the fucking villain in Ant-Man, right? And having films like The Marvels coming out, like I could understand people being upset with stuff like that and bashing those films and those decisions and things of that nature, right? But when you're at the point where you're like super bashing something like Thunderbolts, it's like what is the goal here, right? Like they're still building out this universe post Avengers, and I thought that was at the very least, it was a fucking super solid MCU movie, right? It's like, yo, people aren't paying to go see these movies and hoping to get like a religious experience out of them. A lot of times, you know, these things are just, hey, let's go out and have a good time. And I know that is what the MCU MCU provides. It's like a roller coaster.
Want to shove some popcorn in their mouth and just chill and relax. You know what I'm saying?
Like
have a good dumb time in the movies.
There is nothing
whether you think it's good or bad.
Right now, do I want to be entertained by stuff that's at least good and makes sense? Absolutely, right? But I'm not going to a Marvel movie expecting fucking BVS. Like that trailer that we just watched, I am well aware that we're never going to get something of that kind of quality, you know what I'm saying, over there. But they offer something different, right? Which, you know, is not better or, I mean, look, it's not better or worse at large. It's just, hey, what tickles your fancy, right? Like I like the DC shit done by Zack way more, right? That don't mean that all the Marvel movies are trash. I don't believe that.
Right.
And this shit has looked dope. And I think it's funny. I think it's very funny that the fucking greater conversation about this movie on YouTube has been that people have been saying that it was gonna flop. You had people like me saying, hey, I don't think there's a chance in hell if this movie fucking flops. It's gonna have fucking Robert Downey Jr. in it. He's gonna be back as fucking Doomsday, or as Dr. Doom rather. Everybody's gonna know that he's fucking gonna be in a movie, and when it gets out, everybody's gonna go see it. I'm like, yo, so like, and the trailers look pretty fucking solid and dope, and it's like now that the tickets seem to be moving, now you got people saying that it's fake, and it's like, wait a minute, man, like, yo, we can't do that. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking now that some of y'all have been getting proved wrong, now all of a sudden the numbers are fake. Like, come on now, man. I've been checking theaters out here. Those tickets are selling. Like, I saw something earlier saying that, hey, like, I legit saw this. They're selling tickets to a certain showing and what's called like a Fantastic Four pack, where it was 4 tickets for like $152 for these like special screenings. And I was like, yo, I've never seen no shit like that. Right? I was sitting there trying to figure it out, and I was like, hey man, like, I don't know, man. Like, I think that they have a bunch of synergy with Marvel Rivals. That game is doing big still. The Fantastic Four were like the first fucking DLC characters that they added, and like that whole shit like just was pretty big, and they're adding all these new costumes, and they're probably going to drop their costumes from the movie into the game. It's like there's a lot of stuff here. There's fucking Galactus is going to be in this movie. It's the Fantastic Four. Robert Downey Jr. is in it. I'm like, come on, man. I just don't think that acting like this movie is gonna flop like just offhand like that. I don't think that's healthy, because I don't think that is gonna flop. It has a lot of shit going for it, and I think that this ticket situation just kind of goes to prove that thing to be true.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think there's any clear indication that this movie is going to flop. I think we can say that. I think at worst, this movie is going to have middling results. It'll do better than Thunderbolts, and it'll probably do better. It'll do better than the highest grossing movie that Marvel's done lately. That is not like a big hit. Like, take the big hits off the table. So if Captain America did the best of the new crop of films that have come out, take Deadpool, Wolverine out, take Spider-Man out, all that shit, right? If we're talking Thunderbolts and Cap, and what was another one that came out? Just those two, right?
What have they had recently? Yeah, because the recent hits have been like Deadpool and Wolverine, the Spider-Man, No Way Home, and stuff like that. But I think hold on, let me see. Yeah, I know that those two was the last ones.
Yeah, at worst, let me see. Let me check. After you tell me the numbers.
Yeah, because they hadn't really been having too many movies, right? Because even in
Right.
2024, it was only Deadpool and Wolverine, and I think that was it.
Let me see.
Right.
How much did Brave New World
It
do?
says, in all fairness, Fantastic Four has not done good in the box office. And then Deuce said it could be around Center's numbers. I think y'all tripping, bro. Bruh, Robert Downey Jr. is in this movie, dog. I think Robert, and that's why I got, look, and I could be wrong, right? But I'm going to say this, yo. I think That's why it's a sleeper that this shit might end up making more than Jurassic World. And if I am right, yo, I'm gonna be talking
Bro,
shit.
There's no way that this movie does below 400, man. Captain
You know what I'm
America
saying?
did 4 something. I don't remember the exact number, but like I said,
yeah,
it's gonna have at worst. It's gonna be middling results. I don't think it's gonna be like a flat out flop. You know what I'm saying? Because like even
so, like what, like at like worst, it does like Guardians of the Galaxy numbers, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. Exactly.
Hey, and Leon thinks that fucking Jurassic World is gonna clear too. I just got this sneaking suspicion, man. With Marvel Rivals being a big thing, it's like the return of the MCU. Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be in the movie. They're saying that the post-credit scene is gonna fucking blow everybody's mind. And yo, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let me see something.
Kevin Davis says 600 to 800 million. We'll see. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking worst case scenario, it's like 650. You know what I mean?
Let me see.
We'll see though, Nate. And Nate says that if all the rumors are true, Fantastic Four isn't gonna make anywhere near Jurassic World. Jurassic World will ban close to $1 billion. Hey, we gonna see. He says, what about Jurassic World Rebirth ticket sales? I didn't see anything about it breaking the internet. I have not checked, but I will check when I get my tickets, which will be soon. So said I never watched the last Jurassic Park movie. Was that any good? Which one was the last one? That was the Dominion, right?
I heard it sucked, but it still did great.
Wait, I think it was the second one that I didn't like. Which one was the one with the daughter? Whichever the one with the daughter was, I didn't like that one.
So check it. Fantastic Four back in the day grossed around 330 something mil, right? With inflation, that's 546 today.
And that's the early 2000s one, right?
Yeah. So like I said, man, this shit middling at worst is going to get 500 something, 540 something, 550 something. At worst, that's the worst it'll do. I bet you that. I'll bank on that. This movie's not gonna flop like that. Like it's not gonna flop like. And I'm not trying to be biased. It's not gonna flop like Superman L could flop. Because this movie, the budget of Fantastic Four ain't no damn 400 something million.
Yeah, bro. That's the fucking difference,
Yeah.
right? Like,
yeah. No.
Right? Sin Havoc saying that I'm tripping. Everybody's saying that I'm tripping. Hey, and if I'm wrong, we're gonna see.
Oh yeah, Jurassic World is gonna clear. It just is. But I'll tell you this, it's not gonna flop. I'd be surprised if it did, man. I'm not getting any indication that it's gonna flop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I know one thing. They talking about Fantastic Four isn't even on the normies radar because they have not came out and officially said that Robert Downey Jr. is in this movie. When Robert Downey Jr. is announced as being in this movie, they're gonna lose their fucking minds, bro. And I just think that that's the case, yo. I'm being dead ass serious. Something just is telling me like that this movie is gonna be bigger than everybody's kind of giving it credit for. But we shall see. And maybe it's because I play Marvel Rivals too. That could be it, right? I could be biased.
Yeah, could be.
Right. But let me go ahead and move on to this last topic real quick because I just wanted to touch on this. And because I couldn't really help but think about this situation when I was thinking about this Superman movie, right? And I had kind of told this story to Leon, and I'll share this with you guys right here. In 2016, right? Because y'all know that I play video games. In like in 2016, there was like the craziest thing ever that kind of happened, right? We had a stretch of 3 weeks, right? It was 3 weeks where you had first person shooters coming out that were all of three different varieties, right? But yeah, it was 3 different fields. One of them was like a World War I game, and one of them is this one with these big ass robots, and the other one was Call of Duty. So y'all already know how that get down. So it was 3 first-person shooters, and they all came out within a week of each other. You had Battlefield 1, which was a World War I game that came out at, hold on, let me actually bring it up because I'll pull up the exact date. Yes, the release timing, right? Yeah, Battlefield 1 came out October 21st. Titanfall 2 came out October 28th. And Call of Duty Infinite Warfare came out November 4th, right? This was a game that was pretty much, out of the 3, was the best game out of all 3 of them, right? It was the best game, had the best gameplay, the best fucking multiplayer, all that out of all 3 of these games. And this game got absolutely fucking crushed, right? Crushed. It was sandwiched right in the middle of 2 other huge games and 2 other huge IPs, right? And it was kind of the one that had the most to lose by being placed right there, right? And this game was fucking incredible, and it was released in between all these other great games, and it completely died. It's probably one of the most frustrating situations in recent gaming history, because this game, we have never gotten a fucking sequel. This game even is what spawned Apex Legends. Apex Legends was a spinoff of what was supposed to be Titanfall 3, but they changed it because they couldn't do Titanfall 3 anymore. And so they had to spin it out into this other game, which went on to do massive numbers and be a huge thing in the fucking zeitgeist. But, you know, this game was absolutely fantastic, and it completely fucking flopped by being placed in between 2 other massive games that was in the same kind of vein. And I think that the same thing is about to happen to this Superman movie. Is there anything that you want to kind of touch on, Leon? Because I just had to kind of give them that history as to why I think that this movie is gonna fucking flop, along with me just feeling like it looks bad.
Yeah, I mean, look, like, people, you know, there are some that'll go out of their way to try to protect this movie and say that it's gonna do amazingly and all this other stuff. And it's like, it's good to have context as to why we think the opposite, right? It's not just because of, you know, the things that we've said previously. It's also because of there's historical precedents for this type of thing, you know. And it's good to have context, because when he told me this, I was like, man, I never even heard of this situation. And so me coupling that with just me being a behavioralist in my career and seeing how people buy things and how people go out and how families operate, etc. I'll go back to what Katie said earlier from Home My DualShock. She made a great point, in my opinion, when she said Jurassic World is sitting in a great spot and Fantastic Four is sitting in a great spot. And her explanation for that was that anything in between that, you're asking for families to get out of their house like in 2 weekends back to back. And that's not how that's usually not how budgeting works. I'm adding that part, right? Like the more context of what she said. Because if you think about it, right, like the way paychecks land and the way budgeting works, especially in this economy, like it's not a horrible economy, but it's not people still budgeting, and it ain't that damn great. You know what I mean? We all know the politics behind all these things. That's for another stream. But if I have a family and I'm gonna take all my kids and my wife and whoever to a movie like Jurassic World, and I'm gonna do the popcorn buckets, and I'm gonna do the snacks, and I'm gonna do all these different things, that first weekend, I'm probably not then gonna turn around and go do the same exact thing for another movie, right? Unless I really am into that movie. Like, there's a good chance, not a good chance. There's a chance, I'll say that people could turn around and do that. Like, oh, I only have the budget for these two movies, right? Jurassic World and Superman. The unfortunate part is, man, Fantastic Four exists. And no matter what people want to say, Fantastic Four does not look as bad as Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at the very least,
yeah.
Hype aside, extra added compliments aside, FF does not look as bad as Superman. So if I'm taking my family to go see something, there's a chance that I'm going to go blow my dough in Jurassic World. I'm going to skip one of them bitches, and I'm going to go to FF, and I'm going to leave off with this. It's probably going to be FF that I'm going to go see next, because I'm going to want to save up for that next check period in the middle. That's usually how people get paid here in the U.S. I'm just saying.
Yep. Yeah, and Nate says that I've heard Robert Downey Jr. isn't in the Fantastic Four or in the post-credit scene, but who knows? Maybe that's why they're doing reshoots right now. Well, I've heard that he was always going to be in this fucking movie, and that
I forgot too when you told me,
and that not only that is that they're shooting Doomsday right now, so like if they were going to use Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, right now is probably the time to be shooting some shit, right? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, he said Superman makes the Batman look like a masterpiece. I still don't know one person interested in James Gunn's films. Right.
Well, there's one in the chat.
He said
Superman looks 10
times better than. Hey, I feel it.
I guess.
Hey, guy. Hey, up here, buddy. Right? Yeah. Is that what y'all rock with? Y'all rock with Superman yelling at his girlfriend? You know what's funny too? Not surprising. I've seen a lot of the women that have been kind of coming out, and they didn't really rock with that part. And I think that because every woman could probably put herself in that situation of like her, having an argument or a disagreement with her boyfriend, and how like if a guy gets all upset and emotional, how scary it, that it could probably be. And just imagine if your boyfriend that's yelling at you is fucking Superman. Like, shouldn't he be above having to be so emotionally unstable, Leon?
Bro, I said that shit to you, off camera, having a phone conversation with you however long ago. And I think we talked about it on camera too. But bro, I was like, not to sound lame, but like real shit. All right, we taking one of the most powerful characters ever created, having a conversation, and he's like, he sounds so like not completely Homelander. I'm not trying to go that far, right? But it's kind of bratty, dog.
Yeah, thank you. Look, Mama Bear said, that interview was low-key triggering. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like I'm sure every woman could fucking agree. Like, yo, arguing with a guy is probably kind of scary, but then arguing with fucking Superman, right?
Like, bro, the whole time I'm watching that part, like, I got the cringe face on, it feels weird. And then there were people who actually are looking forward to seeing this movie, like content creators that are friends with him, that were saying the same shit. They're like, I don't know if that was a good look. The name, but they were saying, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He was like, I don't know if that was a good look, bro.
There was a few of them on the panel that were like, I don't know that he should have shown that.
Right? Yeah, bro.
if they cut that out of the
I'm
movie,
fighting for my motherfucking life, Lord.
Yo, WB is stupid, bro.
I'm fighting for my fucking life out here, man.
Bro, it was so bratty.
He said, people were gonna die.
Bro, all right, yo, you gotta show that clip. You have the clip?
You know I don't got that shit, bro.
Damn, that clip is
my God,
cringe, bro.
Hold up.
Damn.
Wait. No, I actually might have it.
Just watched the new Superman trailer here with Sean Fennessy and Chris Ryan on Bill Simmons. Why? Why does this movie exist? Why?
You're not excited. You won't see it in theaters.
There's no way. No way. 0% chance.
Did you ever watch any of the Guardians movies?
I saw a couple of them.
That's funny.
Oh my
hey,
God,
Bill Simmons, bro. Man.
Bro.
Man.
He said, oh wait, no. He said Duperman yelling at Lois is like one of the worst things I've ever seen.
That shit crazy as hell.
Die. He got up and fight for my motherfucking life out here, man. He said to compare Duperman to the Nap Man is like asking if food smells better than vomit. Come on, man.
It's crazy. Like, so I watched Man of Steel recently, man, and or again, I should say recently, and whenever he was pissed off at people with power or without powers, which was like everybody pretty much, besides the Kryptonians, he was just so like his energy would change, but not his tone per se, and especially not the volume of his voice. It was always like you knew he was pissed without feeling scared, like he was gonna destroy something. And in that trailer, it's Superman. We know he's not gonna do anything, right? But like the fact that we were like
emotional damage,
the fact that we even kind of was like, oh, we pulled a Pedro Pascal and started hugging ourselves. Oh, I just feel so weird. Superman's yelling. You know what I mean? Like
crazy, bro.
It was a bad look, man. It was a bad look.
And Nate said, Sky, yeah, but do you really believe that a Robert Downey Jr. cameo is really going to bring in families when they have to choose between Jurassic World, Smurfs, Superman, and Fantastic Four? Okay, so I think that what y'all are missing is that I think that the Robert Downey Jr. cameo puts this on a level of like other MCU smash hits. It could possibly do that, right? It absolutely could. And then when you add in the Marvel Rivals aspect, which I don't know if y'all are, but Marvel Rival is all the rage with the kids today, guys.
Yo,
right?
we acting like there's no possibility this movie can do well. Is
And
that what we're doing?
And on top of that, I think that if it's gonna be families being brought in, I think that my point is that Superman is gonna have its plate nibbled off of by all these different movies. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's gonna be what ends up happening. So I don't know. Kids they're loving Marvel Rivals. We're talking about families. The Fantastic Four are in the game. They're pretty prominent. People use them. I be using the Thing all the time. He's hard too. He's tough. Yep. And the fucking Invisible Woman is like one of the most used healers on there. Facts.
Yeah.
So,
I just don't see this movie like. I mean, look, if it flops, it flops. I don't give a shit. I don't have a dog in the fight. But I just don't see anything telling me that it's gonna flop. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if the argument is like Fantastic Four is gonna do better than them all, I see where they're coming from, Sky.
Oh yeah,
you know
no. I got it that I'm on this island. I got it that I'm on this island.
I'm not even fighting with you against it or whatever. But what I'm pushing back against is
them, Leon. It's them, bro.
But it feels like they're like acting like this is gonna flop though a little bit too. Like that's weird to me. Like we're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that. Like flop, bro. especially if you think Superman's gonna do well. I'm not saying anybody in the chat does, other than that one or two. And I'm saying anybody's free to think that if y'all want to say that Superman's gonna do well, that's fine. I don't care. Not, you know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. Nah.
Hey, he said this, right? He said this. Wait, where'd it go? Said, I place a bet right now if Superman that Superman's gonna blow Fantastic Four out of the water. Look into the numbers and the analytics. Superman is gonna kill Fantastic Four. Why do you think Fantastic Four put their tickets out now? I think that it shows confidence that they put their tickets out so much earlier, bro. Absolutely. I think that they've shown more confidence. I think that if we're talking about numbers and analytics, I think that the reaction to Superman has been this, bro. Right? It has literally been this. So
just watch the new Superman trailer. Here with Sean Fennessy and Chris Ryan on Bill Simmons. Why? Why does this movie exist? Why?
You're not excited. You won't see it in theaters.
There's no way. No way. 0% chance.
Did you ever watch any of the Guardians movies?
I saw a couple of them.
Did you guys see the new Superman trailer?
Who's playing Superman? Is it Henry Cavill?
Hey, Superman.
I am not going to watch that movie. A dog saves him?
No, you're not. First of all,
Jesus Christ. Is that
hold on.
Wait a minute. Is that a fucking super dog?
Look at this.
Is that a super dog?
I'm out. First of all,
look, it's got super dogs dragging him to safety. It's over.
Listen to me. The dog. I watched this with the sound.
Look at the dog. Why is the dog able to drag him? He's taking that girl up in the sky to make out with her.
Hey, Matt, the dog's a bad choice. I'll admit that.
But he's from another planet.
What happened to the original Superman?
Hold on.
I'm with you. No, not Christopher Reeve. He's paralyzed. I'm talking about the last guy.
A lot of fisheye shots. Somebody should have broken that lens. They should have been like, "Oh, hey, are these your lenses, Flash cinematographer? Hey, what's that over there? Ooh, I broke all your fisheye ones."
It's hard for me to talk about any of this without automatically being accused of being a Snyder fanboy, fangirl, whatever. I did not like Zack Snyder's Superman. Personally, I thought Zack Snyder's Superman was too dark. I feel like this Superman is moving in the right direction of being that brighter, typical Superman. That's just who he is, right? He's a hopeful character. My issues, though, are the following. I know how James Gunn writes. And again, the fact that we have a dog that's literally a self-insert does not bode well for the rest of the movie. On top of that, we do need a dichotomy between Superman and Clark Kent himself. Clark Kent has to be the clumsy one that makes mistakes and is goofy, and Superman should be a little more stoic. And I'm kind of getting the vibe that both Clark Kent and Superman are the exact same person in this. God, that suit is so Party City, babe. No.
Hey, buddy.
No. I know people are gonna get mad at me about the dog, but I'll say it. I'll say it. You know what? Listen, you can look this up. Okay, James Gunn apparently adopted some dog that is such a pain in the ass that he apparently had to be doing his script writing on the kitchen counter because the dog was biting his ankles or whatever. Scruffy looking little guy like this. I get it. I love dogs. My own dog looks like a f***ing hyena, okay?
The whole reason that Superman's wearing these granny panties is because David Cornsweet said he wanted to not be intimidating, or whatever that means, to little kids. So that's why he put on these giant underpants. And you're like, who cares? You know, I don't think anybody, I mean, you couldn't have gotten sexier than Henry Cavill's Man of Steel. And nobody, I don't think that was ever an issue. Nobody was like, not hide the kids.
When he says, hey, buddy, eyes up here. Because, dude, you're wearing red underwear on the outside of your pants. Okay, and you're gonna call somebody out for looking at your crotch or whatever. It's just weird. It's just so unneeded. It's so James Gunn. It's so infantile. So I hate all of those aspects. I hate them. But I can still accept that, yeah, that's just James Gunn shit, and I'm not going to like it. I could still probably enjoy the movie and even understand the characterization of the character. And again, it looks really cool. It looks really fun. And I think it's just going to come down to personal taste, particularly with the Gunn humor, right? Maybe you're down, maybe you think it's cool. Remember, though, I would just like to point out that these jokes in the trailer, that sensibility is apparently also attributed to super shit and I'm Superman, bitches. So I just want to say that even if you don't necessarily, even if you are cool with the stuff that's in the trailer, consider that type of humor, that sensibility will be extended to things like hashtag super shit and I'm Superman, bitches. Just want to point that out. So there's some stuff to be a little concerned with, right?
Bro, I could just go on and on and on and on, bro.
It's so funny because
roasting this goddamn movie, bro.
Because all
and here talking about trailer views on fucking YouTube. All was an ad, and we proved was fake anyway, bro.
I was about to say that, man. Like it was an
fake
ad
anyway, bro. Damn, dog. Oh my god, bro.
It was an ad,
bro. Why are people
the Superman
like this,
trailer
bro?
was watched?
Why are people like
it was
this, bro?
stuck in front of people. It was an ad on Twitter. It was an ad on YouTube. It was an ad on Instagram.
Oh,
it was
my
an
God.
ad. It was an ad. This wasn't just a trailer that dropped. This is an ad. The trailer was attached to everything. That's why it got views.
Oh,
and the crazy part is the original views, the way it happened was it was a bunch of freaking likes.
It was like 250,000 likes with fucking 4,000 views, bro.
Right.
Come on, man. those were ads, bro. You know, come in here talking about trailer views. That's the analytics they got, bro. This is why analytics ruin basketball.
Facts.
Just for y'all to try to come in here to talk about some trailer views. This is why analytics ruin the NBA. Facts, bro. Anyway, we about to close this thing on out, dog. I ain't got time for this type of shit. Bro, what's your last thought?
Way to end the show, by the way.
Before we get out of here, bro.
That was a great way to end the show. I was like, damn, receipts. Like, come on, man. And these are the people who are supposed to be caping for this shit. Like, some of these people aren't even Zach fans like that or biased like that. They just know what they like and they don't like. Here's the thing too, man. Like, Gunn is not some household loving name like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's putting himself out there like that, which I give him props doing that. Like, put yourself out there, bro, so you can get out there and get your name out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he put himself in a position to where he can, when it's all said and done, flop or no flop, he got a name. That's what's up, right? Cool. Good for you. But like, his name ain't ringing bells that you really want to hear, bro. Like,
bro, this is what I got to say to James Gunn. Talk about he a household name.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Hey, facts. And that's the thing. You got people who don't even like our style of movies who said they don't like it. So this isn't like a bias over here because we want to see. No, man, like, he's just not universally liked like that. If this wasn't a Superman film, if you swapped Superman out with another character similar, we got problems. It's all bad. It's all bad. The only hope that this movie has is this is a Superman movie. That's it.
Facts, bro.
You feel me? Like, if this were like, I don't know, man, like Power Guy or some shit.
Even like a Shazam. Even like a Shazam.
Okay, there you go.
This shit would be toast, bro.
Toast, bro.
It would be fucking toast, dog. Toast, bro.
Like,
toast.
Think about that,
toast.
man.
Would nobody give a fuck about this movie, dog?
Facts.
Yeah.
The only reason this thing has any defenders
is the fucking name recognition, bro.
The name Superman is there.
That's fucking crazy, dog. And then Superman ain't even like a big thing, like zeitgeist wise, man.
No.
Everybody knows the logo, but before Zach, bro, it was never like that. These are facts.
I was saying that shit, and
These are facts,
people were trying to. Actually, you know what? People weren't even coming at me that hard. I remember I've said that before, but thinking about it, they weren't. But I said that shit on Shield's channel a while ago before he took all his videos down. Anyway, I was saying, like, look, Superman has never been popular, you know, a popular movie character like that outside of that first and second one. After that, it was just chump change, and it was like everybody was just like, okay, goofy character doing goofy shit in goofy movies, cool. He became like kind of an afterthought character in cinema. Fast forward to the Batman era, Batman 89, etc. Shit changed the game.
Batman was always my favorite character growing up.
Fact, just about everybody's. And then comic book movies went through this up and down phase of what can we do with them, right? Until pretty much the Dark Knight trilogy and the MCU started to bubble up. You know what I'm saying? Like there were X-Men and Spider-Man and shit like that. It was like the IPs were doing their thing. But when Dark Knight trilogy and MCU came through, it was kind of a wrap. And then Zach picked up the baton from Dark Knight trilogy era of trying to make shit feel more cinema. And before that, we got a flop ass Superman Returns and some Superman TV shows and cartoons. Like Superman wasn't even really being begged to be put back in theaters by fans. We were all begging for Batman to be fixed.
To be honest, bro, yeah, that's pretty true.
If we're being real, I'll never forget that shit. I tracked all, because I've been tracking this type of shit for years. When I was in the military, all of that, right? We come to Man of Steel, we didn't even know we wanted that type of a Superman.
We didn't.
A Superman that has us talking. Y'all can say what y'all want. Man of Steel is one of the greatest just films, period. Fuck cape shit, just films, period. It changed the game and it got everybody talking to this day, man. And it has everybody feeling like Superman is important. It definitely did that, bro.
Right? Facts, bro.
Think about it. Superman Returns didn't do that. Smallville didn't even do that.
Nope.
As popular as it may
I told y'all, bro, I never watched Smallville. I've like said that shit multiple times on channels. I never watched Smallville, bro. I never watched that show.
It only influenced the geek side of the market, man. Like it really, like, let's be honest.
I was at football practice, basketball practice, bro. I was like, bro, I ain't fucking.
Bro, I was still in the Navy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think I gotta remember the dates, but I was doing something, and a huge chunk of Smallville I didn't watch. In the first few seasons, I checked out. Dope shit. And I was like, all right, cool. I get the gist of it. He's never gonna wear the suit. He's never gonna become Superman. Why am I watching this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't knocking it. I actually was one of the few that liked it like that.
Yep. Smallville started in 01, bro. Yep,
there you go. I was still in the Navy
already. Yep, bro. I was
still in the military.
I was in high school, and it was basketball and football, bro. So like,
I was in the military.
I never watched that show.
So we're both doing like shit that's like either too cool or too important to be.
Yeah, bro. I'm just being for real.
If you're like a card carrying comic book shop person at that time, which I'm not knocking at all, I'm just saying that was the crowd that was into small. So in other words, other than that, Superman was never of an important conversation in terms of films and live action, to the point that Warner Brothers wouldn't really messing with it. Warner Brothers was kind of gave up on it until the success of the Dark Knight trilogy and Nolan and Goyer, because they had writer's block from writing The Dark Knight Rises. They had writer's block and they started thinking about Superman, and they came up with a great structure and pitch for Superman. If not for that writer's block, y'all don't have Superman being an important conversation in the zeitgeist right now. In terms of cinema.
That's a fact.
So yeah, man, get out of here. Like, this shit we about to get is a freaking it's we're going backwards. We're going absolutely backwards. Back to it almost looks like a little toy. You know, they call it soft goods, where you have like the little clothing. It's like a doll with clothing. Soft goods. We're going back to the era of soft goods looking costumes and, you know, just goofy early 2000s, late 90s that's trying to be a modern day blockbuster. It just feels like fake retro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I hate it. I hate we're going backwards. And let's not pretend like this shit does not have a freaking hill to climb. I'm not trying to be, an asshole about it. I'm not trying to be. It just is naturally coming out that way because I just don't see anything good about this movie that's making me want to go to theaters to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't go backwards when we were going forwards before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. And watching that BVS trailer just really shows how backwards we're going, bro.
One more thing. People could talk all that shit about Man of Steel and BVS and say it was dark. Did you see ZSJL? ZSJL is everything y'all said y'all wanted. Humor, lightheartedness, hope, all that shit. Superman was whooping ass with a smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the super breath, all of that, man. Justice League was forming. Hell, Batman was becoming more hopeful. The man, faith, Alfred, faith. Like, it was all heading towards, we've been through the fires and through the darkness, and now we're about to bring justice, man. So I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Justice League, bro.
ZSJL was the shit, and it showed exactly where DC was headed before they were, gonna reboot. Because Zach had a finite number of things that he was gonna do, and they were gonna reboot, man. So
yeah, bro.
Yeah. Gone is cinema.
I wanna thank the homie Leon for coming through today, bro. Right, man. Look, see, and this,
I appreciate it.
Mike was saying, Man of Steel made Superman relevant again.
That's all I was trying to say.
And James is saying, Man of Steel is on the same level of Lawrence of Arabia. It's a modern cinematic masterpiece. Here is my thing, though, James. Because I feel that Man of Steel is all that.
Yep.
Right? But honestly, bro, I don't think Man of Steel is fucking with BVS or ZSJL, bro. And that's what's so fucking crazy about these movies, dog.
Yep.
That's what's so crazy about these movies, bro.
Yep.
Fucking BVS, dog. I don't know, man. And then ZSJL, bro.
BVS was the ending to The Dark Knight. Remember the ending to The Dark Knight? They talking about RICO laws and the ramifications of
my God, bro.
Why you can't blame Joker. That shit went over so many people's heads. I was like, this is a fucking masterpiece. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was just BVS, period. Like, everything you saw there was like the whole of BVS. RICO laws, the ramifications of international, like, bro.
You know what I'm saying, motherfucker, bro?
Why men can't just sit down and
Lex literally trying to get fucking a fucking import license and shit. He over here trying to traffic shit internet. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Why can't Batman and Superman just sit and talk? Because Batman's too far gone for that. And Superman's not trying to hear that shit either.
Yeah. Fuck.
Two grown men who are like, I'm too powerful to be sitting down with you. You're breaking the law. And Superman's like, or Batman's like, you think you're above it too.
Yeah.
Man. Lois was the hero.
Facts, bro. She was that bridge, bro.
She stopped them both from killing each other.
She was that bridge, bro.
And she connected all the dots, collected all the evidence that it would take to lock up Lex. While the boys were trying to beat each other to death and getting played by Lex, Lois was the knight in shining armor. Came through, gathered all the evidence. Man, BVS gold over everybody's head, bro. I love BVS.
He said, Gun Superman has been a meme factory. We've only seen 2 trailers. Right? Oh,
that's real.
God. He said, unfortunately, that movie scared them, though. Right? Yeah. Damn. Yeah. See, nah. I feel it, man. They are all different, bro. But damn, dog.
I put them all in the same tier as S tier. I don't say one's better than the other. If I had to, I would say,
you need some new tiers.
I don't know.
Some of this shit, bro. It gotta be like S++ and shit. You know what I'm saying? S+, bro. Damn, dog. That's why Zach's the GOAT. We can literally sit here and have these conversations, and I can go back and forth and say, bro, you're crazy for thinking that Man of Steel is better than BVS. And the motherfuckers like, man, you crazy for thinking right, and we're all right at the end of the day. That's what's so crazy.
I would say
facts, man.
I would argue for BVS Ultimate Edition being better than all of them for the simple fact that like it had to juggle so much.
That shit was different, man. That shit was different, bro.
It had to juggle so much. You know what I mean?
But ZSJL, dog.
Yeah, which also had to juggle a lot.
And bro, think about what that movie did, bro. It was ending a trilogy and starting another one.
Facts.
Crazy, dog. Said, I think ZSL is the best film, but BVS is the coolest.
I don't know about that.
See,
I don't even know about that, bro.
But bro, there's just all types of arguments on this spectrum, though, and that's my point.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I like what you said, though. Integrity. I feel that.
Yeah. Look, we gotta get on out of here.
I
Man,
know. We're pushing it too.
I gotta go. Look, I want to thank y'all for coming out. I will probably be back tomorrow, tapping in with something else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure to tap in with your boy. Any final words, Leon?
Bang.
Peace.